award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the over 5,500 subscribers watching local sports, Union University, Bethel College, and USJ. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another hot day here in West Tennessee. And it's hot, 85 degrees, headed up to about 91 today, but we anticipate, all in all, a great day here with football. I'm Diamond Dave McCulley, along with Craig Lund and Trevor Roof today with Wildcat football as we take on Weber International. The Warriors coming out of Florida, they're 2-1 on the year. They play in the Sun Conference. The Cats coming off that unfortunate situation last week, the forfeit down at Kaiser. They come in at 0-2. We're great to have you with us. Today's game being brought to you in part by Trevathian's Electrical Services, Anchor Transportation, Smith & Smith Optometry, Joe Mahan Ford, Maddox Insurance, Pepsi America, Mid-America, Ricky and the gang, Perkins Corporation, Hometown Health Clinic, Carroll County Lumber Company, West Tennessee Public Utilities. Meanwhile, it is also the Tri-County Publishing Commercial Printing, Nicky Joe Stafford, Centennial Bank, and Carroll Bank and Trust. Great to have you with us, and Craig Lund, great to have you with us, Trevor Roof, and you will be doing the pregame here for me in just a few minutes. We'll also then have you guys on at halftime, but your thoughts and anticipation about this football team, a new coach and a new era for Bethel football.
Well, the Bethel Wildcats come in 0-2, but the first two games on the road, Dave, and as you mentioned last week, was kind of a shortened affair. Didn't really get to play the ball game, so it's always good to come back on your home field and try to get on the win side of the ball of the early year in the football season. Weber
International coming off, they beat Michael Jasper, the former coach here, and 31-21. They won last week over Fort Lauderdale. They do have one loss, they're 2-1, and they play in that tough Sun Conference, but coming in today, yielding 19.6 points a game, 24.3. If you look at their stats, and you and Trevor will have a lot to talk about here in the pregame as I take a break and do the AD duties here in a minute, but you look at their stats, defensively, they're pretty sound. Offensively, they've not really wowed you much at all.
No, not really, but they did ground and pound last week on their win, their 28-0 shutout against Fort Lauderdale, 346 yards, 228 rushing on 58 plays, and they controlled the clock. So that's a big key if you're going to try to run the football. If you can run the football and control that time of possession, makes it tough on the other side offensively, putting points on the board, but more importantly, the defense gets wore down so if they're out there on that field a long time.
Special thanks to the very fine SID there, the young Chris Lonegro, and he's watching down in Florida today as well. Let's take a 2-minute break. Great to have Paul Schulte, Chris, and Ben with us today. We'll talk more about Worthy Road Studios throughout our broadcast as well. They do a spectacular job for us year in, year out. We never take them for granted, and we really enjoy having them here on campus doing our TV for us. We'll take a 2-minute break, and when we come back, Craig Lund will be joined by Trevor Roof from our SID department, and they'll lead you up to kickoff. I'll be back with a play-by-play, and this is Wildcat Football from Walter Butler Stadium in McKenzie. Back right after this.
Beat the heat and beat the clock. McCoy's Heating and Air is giving away a free limited-time 12-year parts and labor warranty, absolutely free until September 30th. That's over a decade of peace of mind at no extra cost. Don't sweat it. Call McCoy's today for your free estimate and lock in West Tennessee's best HVAC deal.
Whether you're a designer, homeowner, builder, commercial, residential, we're here to help make ideas come to reality. Builder finished products, 10 United Drive in Jackson. Come see us.
Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority, Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
Hey Jackson, it's game time, and the winning lineup is right here at Chuck Hutton Nissan. Our top players are ready to take the field. Rogue, Sentra, Pathfinder, Altima, and Kicks. Big savings, special incentives, and Nissan's built to win the game. Don't sit on the sidelines. Run to Chuck Hutton Nissan today and make the winning drive home in your new Nissan. Chuck Hutton Nissan, just off I-40, exit 80 or 80B on Van Drive in Jackson, Tennessee.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And we welcome you back to Walter Butler Stadium for the home opener for the 2025 Bethel Wildcats football team. Craig Lund here, joined by Trevor Roof. Trevor, you said you had a pretty good eye on the Cats' first game against Marion. How'd that game look to you from your perspective?
Well, one thing for certain was the Wildcat defense was stingy, getting them an early turnover that resulted into a touchdown, a fumble recovery by Braylon Jordan. He took it 45 yards to the house. This Wildcat defense is going to be a very key part as far as being able to get this offense, get them opportunities to be able to be on the field. Transfer quarterback Dustin Chance has done really well in his opportunities. Granted, unfortunately, sometimes one of the weaknesses of the Wildcats is that O-line got wore down in that game at Mary Hardin Baylor down in Texas, and that Texas heat. Towards the end of the game, they just really got wore down, and the O-line protection wasn't holding up for his Chance as much as it needed to. He was having to scramble a little bit. So if they can provide Chance some protection and get to these transfer wide receivers between returning wide receiver Micah Jones, Jaden Pressey out there on the wideout, Kareem McCoon is out there as well, and another returner, Ethan Bunch. He's got a lot of weapons out there. If he's given time to play, then I expect the Cats to be able to move the football pretty well, and their defense to be stingy enough to keep Weber International from moving the football up and down the field.
Well, you talk about the heat, and, of course, went to Texas to play. Today, unseasonably warm here at Walter Butler Stadium. The turf down there, we were talking about earlier how some of the coaches have long-sleeve shirts on. I don't know how they do that, but that may play to a factor, too. Tonight, since we've played in the heat a little bit, they played in Florida last week, so that could be a moot point. Talking about the defense, I mentioned a few minutes ago, last week against Fort Lauderdale, they rushed the ball pretty well, 58 plays, 228 yards rushing, and controlled that line of scrimmage with 33.48 minutes of possession, 2 for 2 in the red zone, and the defense limited the host only 207 yards and 3 of 13 on third down. So that's a pretty good defensive efficiency, their defense getting you off the field. Yeah,
it sure is, and one of the big things as far as our offensive line and how they're going to have to go about this game is making sure that they hold their ground and establish a run game. When the Wildcats played at Mary Hardin Baylor the first game of the year, poor Jordan Kaysen and Jarvis Stockton, the two running backs that the Wildcats will feature here today, they were fighting just to get to the line of scrimmage half the time because the Mary Hardin Baylor defense was just getting inside pressure repeatedly, time and time again. If the O-line can provide some good running lanes for our two backs, I expect one of them to be able to break it out wide and maybe have a 15-plus yard play or two, and that can really change the pace of the game and allow for the Wildcats to move the football up and down the field.
You know, the other thing you look at, Coach Chris Springer, new head coach for the Wildcats, Jasper's gone. So I'm really interested to see what kind of new wrinkles, what type of offense, because I really haven't watched this a whole bunch. I've had other duties on Saturday. What kind of new offense, what the different new look the Wildcats are going to present this year.
Right, and last year with Coach Jasper, he was a very run-first kind of guy and, pass off of using play action and using a little bit of RPOs, and it was an effective strategy that led to the Wildcats to a 7-3 record last year. With Coach Springer, from what they did in Game 1 against Mary Hardin Baylor, is they were spreading them out wide. They were putting their wide receivers out towards the numbers, trying to, make the defense have to commit whether they were going to guard the pass or try and put men in the box in order to protect the run. And, if you have the donkeys to be able to protect up front, then you'll be able to really dictate what the defense is going to do, and you will be able to have success, especially once the defense becomes a little one-dimensional and one aspect of the offense starts going.
And the other part of that is this is the first meeting between these two teams, so the only thing they've ever seen against us is what you watch on films. They never had the opportunity to play here at Wildcat Stadium on the hot turf, so that could be a huge advantage to the Wildcats today. The Wildcat marching band getting ready to make their way out on the field. The teams have both went back to their respective locker rooms to get final preparation. Let's go back and take a commercial break. We'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more about this week in the MSC and what this game may look like as we march on to kickoff. From Walter Butler Stadium, you're watching Wildcat Football on Weather Road Studios. Back in 3 minutes.
An hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. An hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But at Zaxby's, he's dunking all over these fools. Zax sauce, bang. Tongue torch, boom. Hot honey mustard. My man's putting on a clinic.
Welcome to Dunk City.
And one, baby.
Thanks, baby. Dude, Babe, dude.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
Whether you're a designer, homeowner, builder, commercial, residential, we're here to help make ideas come to reality. Builder finished products, 10 United Drive in Jackson. Come see us.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Jeremy Little, Shelter Insurance, 189 West University Parkway, Suite A, Jackson. Snyder Equipment, 1311 Lower Brownsville Road, Exit 74 on I-40.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
And welcome back to Walter Butler Stadium for Bethel Wildcat football, the home opener of the 2025 season. Today the Wildcats play Weber International University, coached by Eric Potachny. I think I said that name correctly. It's a hard pronunciation. Entering his 18th season with Weber International, third official season as a head coach. He was an interim head coach in 2021. Has had numerous roles for Weber, including most recently defense coordinator to a nationally ranked unit in many categories through his tenure. So, again, Trevor, a football team who's new to coming here, so they're going to have to make that adjustment, much like a lot of teams that come through here have never played in little old Bethel University Stadium. It can be intimidating at times if the crowd really gets into it, especially the student section.
No doubt, and especially making a 13.5, 4-hour bus ride up here. Yeah. It's got to be wearing on their players, especially, early kick. It would be one thing if they were playing a little bit in the afternoon, had a little bit more time to get accustomed to West Tennessee atmosphere, but they're going to be thrown to the fire today, and hopefully we'll be able to see how things go, and hopefully it'll go well for the Wildcats' favor.
No doubt about it. The band, I was going to say the band of pride. I've got Tennessee on my mind. The Wildcat band out there on the field getting ready to perform the national anthem. So let's go ahead and take another break. I'll take a 4-minute break. We'll come back with starting lineups as you're listening to Wildcat Football on Weather Road Studios.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Jeremy Little, Shelter Insurance, 189 West University Parkway, Suite A, Jackson. Snyder Equipment, 1311 Lower Brownsville Road, Exit 74 on I-40.
Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority. Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
12 years and zero worries. That's what you get with McCoy's Heating and Air's limited time 12-year warranty offer. We're so confident in our Daikin systems, we're giving you 12 full years of parts and labor coverage absolutely free until September 30th. McCoy's Heating and Air, where quality meets confidence. Call today for your free proposal.
Let me tell you about the American dream. In 1974, I had $425 to my name. I bought 21 carpet remnants, rented an old lumber shed, and opened Deaton's Rug Barn on East College. I worked long hours with hope of taking care of my family. I'm so thankful to Jesus who changed my life. He gave me a dream. So in 1985, we opened Deaton's Carpet One on the 45 bypass with a commitment to customer satisfaction. My friends, don't give up on your dream because your dream can come true.
Beauty House Social, Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first, then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
Hey Jackson, it's game time, and the winning lineup is right here at Chuck Hutton Nissan. Our top players are ready to take the field. Rogue, Sentra, Pathfinder, Altima, and Kicks. Big savings, special incentives, and Nissan's built to win the game. Don't sit on the sidelines. Run to Chuck Hutton Nissan today and make the winning drive home in your new Nissan. Chuck Hutton Nissan, just off I-40, exit 80 or 80B on Van Drive in Jackson, Tennessee.
Does Shelter Insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
What's going on, son?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, you can count on Shelter's local agents to help you protect what matters most.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
This is how we Friday night.
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 Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
And we welcome you back to Walter Butler Stadium for Bethel Wildcat football on Worthy Road Studio. Craig Lund, Trevor Roof, Dave McCulley will join us shortly to do the play-by-play. Had a great national anthem by the Wildcat Band led by Steve Cawthon and Tremaine Johnson as they brought the crowd the national anthem and the invocation by the Reverend Chaplain Ann Hames here at Bethel Stadium. Trevor Roof, starting lineups.
Well, starting lineups will be brought to you by Carroll Bank and Trust. For the Wildcats on offense, the front five will be number 73, Christian Harden, number 74, Aaron Robinson. At center, number 66, Jaden Taylor. On right guard, number 59, Dre Copeland. And on right tackle, number 78, Sean Farnham. The wideout core will consist of number 7, Ray Harvey, number 13, Micah Jones, number 6, Jaden Pressey. And we'll mix in number 1, Ethan Bunch, number 11, Kareem McCoon, and number 80, Seth Medina, all to wrap out the wide receiving core. In the backfield for the Wildcats, number 2, Destin Chance will lead the helm. He'll have a tandem of backs between number 21, Jarvis Stockton, and number 4, Jordan Kaysen, alongside number 19, Ivan Arroyo, and number 15, Jacob Bowles. For Weber International, they'll run a 3-3-6 defense, a 3-3-5 defense, rather. Their front three will be Jeremy Willoughby, number 99, Omar Gooseby, and number 42, Harper Henson. The linebacking core consists of number 0, Caden Morrell, number 11, Caden Marsh, and number 44, James Moore. And their back five, number 12, Devin Collado, number 8, DJ Thompson. At free safety, number 3, Matthew Smikolas, and their cornerbacks, number 2, Latrarian Hicks, and number 1, Isaac Dorleen. For the Wildcat defense, they'll run a 4-2-5 defense. Their front four consist of number 92, Jordan Jackson, a transfer, number 0, Travis Shaw, number 54, TJ Hart, and number 22, Malik Brown. At the linebacker position, number 44, Darian Lewis, and number 10, Brylan Jordan will take helm of the linebacking core. And the back five DBs will be number 3, KJ Murden, number 9, Brandon Hall, number 5, Darrell Miller, number 8, Jose Joyner, and number 17, Kadarius Rancifer. For the offense of Weber International Warriors, they'll be led at the helm by number 3, Blake Birchler, within the backfield with him, number 5, DeMarcus Mathis, and Darian Johnson, the tight end. Their wide receivers consist of number 17, Corey Conklin, number 2, Tim Young, and number 10, Makai Edler. And their front five at left tackle will be number 67, Tykeem Wheeler, left guard, number 72, Nolan Faircloth, at center, number 50, Jordan Carter, right guard, number 71, Jeremiah Hamilton, and at right tackle, number 76, Devon Berry. The starting lineups are brought to you by Carroll Bank and Trust. Please go to them for all your banking needs here in McKenzie, Tennessee.
You know, looking at the first two games the Wildcats played, Trevor, interesting. The Wildcats logged 1,700 miles in those first 2 weeks, going to Florida, then flipping it around and going right down to Texas. So there's some travel-weary Wildcats is going to take the field today. Also, did you know quarterback Dustin Chance, younger brother of assistant head coach Drew Chance? So that's an interesting little tidbit of information there. And Tim McBride, our PA announcer, announced this, but we want to make sure we recognize the way today's game is dedicated to Bethel Hall of Famer Bruce Herron. Mr. Herron, who was a star in baseball and basketball, recently passed away. He remains one of the more beloved Wildcats of all time. Coach Herron was a coach here at McKenzie for many years. As a young coach, when I first graduated from Bethel, my second year at McKenzie, I was a head baseball coach. He was my assistant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so Coach Herron and I had many road trips down the highways in West Tennessee, going to different places to play baseball. So I'm going to miss Coach Herron. He gave me a book one time to read. It's Coaching Baseball from David Lipscomb's head coach, Ken Dugan. And I remember reading that, and I forgot to get it back to him, and he called me when they said, "You still got my book? I want that back." I said, "I'll get to you, Coach." So his son Brad and his wife, our thoughts and prayers are with you as Coach Herron has passed on. So officials for today's game: referee David Reynolds, umpire Robbie Young, headline judge Joe Butler, line judge Michelle Single, side judge Bryce Smith, field judge Alex Hughes, bat judge Jeremy Brown, and our press box clock and scoreboard will be Adam Welch and Barry Capps. Tim McBride on the PA, and the one and only Derek, the Machine Hubble, doing our stats for us today, Trevor Roof.
We've got a great crew that runs these football games here at Bethel University. It takes a village to move a mountain, and it sure seems like, especially on game number one here at home, you see everybody running around trying to make sure everything gets handled, and it's nice to know that everybody has their role, and we all try to facilitate it as best we can. We look forward to we try to put out a best product that we can on our end, so that way the football team has no other pressures besides just playing a good 60 minutes of clean football out there on their end.
We say hello to the folks over on the hill, parked on the cars on the side of University Drive, watching the football game from the back of their respective vehicles. The coaches are trying to make their way down, some of them, as we get ready for kickoff here at Wildcat Stadium. I want to take an opportunity to thank our golden sponsors again this year: Nicky Joe Stafford Real Estate, West Tennessee Public Utility District, Smith & Smith Optometry, Trevathan's Electrical Service, Carroll Bank and Trust, Anchor Transportation, Centennial Bank, Carroll County Lumber Company, Hometown Healthcare, Joe Mahan Ford of Paris, Hometown Health Clinic, Pepsi Mid-America, Dr. Pepper, the Perkins Corporation, Tri-County Publishing, and Maddox Insurance. Wildcats have made their way out of the locker room. The officials are making their way down, so we're probably about another, I'd call it 4 minutes before the coin toss. So let's go ahead and go back and take another break. We'll take a 4-minute break. We'll come back with the coin toss, and we'll get this football game underway. You're listening to Wildcat Football on Road.
Worthy
I got it.
there you
Worthy
go.
Road Studios. Back in 4 minutes.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
An hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But at Zaxby's, he's dunking all over these fools. Zax sauce, bang. Tongue torch, boom. Hot honey mustard. My man's putting on a clinic.
Welcome to Dunk City.
And one, baby.
Thanks, baby. Dude. Babe, dude.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Beat the heat and beat the clock. McCoy's Heating and Air is giving away a free limited-time 12-year parts and labor warranty, absolutely free until September 30th. That's over a decade of peace of mind at no extra cost. Don't sweat it. Call McCoy's today for your free estimate and lock in West Tennessee's best HVAC deal.
Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority. Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
Whether you're a designer, homeowner, builder, commercial, residential, we're here to help make ideas come to reality. Builder finished products, 10 United Drive in Jackson. Come see us.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
Welcome back to Walter Butler Stadium in McKenzie, everybody. My special thanks to Trevor Roof and to Craig Lund as we had the countdown to kickoff show. I'm Dave McCulley. We'll be doing play-by-play with Craig on the color side. And the Cats are in the house for the first time in 2025. They come in at 0-2, 2 road losses. One of them a forfeit, unfortunately. You folks that follow Bethel know what happened there, but had some flight problems trying to get home. And the game had to be called early because of 3 lightning delays down at Kaiser. Before that, they lost, of course, at Mary Hardin Baylor in a game that could have gone either way, and the Cats couldn't pull it out there at the end. But Craig Lund, great to be at home where the Cats pretty well through the years have been pretty good.
Pretty successful, and the Cats have won the toss, and they are going to elect to defer, I believe, to the second half. Captains on the field first for Weber. 00, Caden Morrell. Number 3, Matthew Smickless. Number 29, Jackson Rivera. And 44, James Moore. For Bethel, number 2, Destin Chance. Number 3, KJ Merton. Number 19, Yvonne Arroyo. And number 44, Darian Lewis.
Lewis, the leading tackle on this football team. Today's officials, I'm sure you guys may have gone over this, but let's recapture them again. We met them before the game, talked to David Reynolds, the white hat, a couple of times throughout the week. He's from Atlanta. Referees David Reynolds. The umpire, Robbie Young. Headline judge is Joe Butler. Line judge, Michelle Single. Side judge, Bryce Smith. Field judge, Alex Hughes. The back judge is Jeremy Brown. The press box, clock, and scoreboard handled today by our good friends Adam Welch and Barry Capps. The new coaching staff, of course, pretty well. Only a couple of hold-oners from the Jasper area. Chris Springer, the head coach, 8 years as a defensive guru here. And we're really happy to have Chris take over this program. It's the Springer area as we spring into another era here at football. Drew Chance, the assistant head coach and offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach. Riley Reed, the academic coordinator. Jalen Montague, a former player and a great one, I might add, defensive backs coach. Brett Peterson, and he does have a haircut, I might add, director of football operations linebacker coach. Michael Salerno, the special teams coordinator. Adam Fry, the running backs coach. Terrell Jackson, he's the holdover, the senior defensive analyst. Chris Beecham, who handles our weight room as well, and our fitness center, defensive line coach, and Zach Young, the graduate assistant. So about 3 or 4 of those guys holdovers, but for the most part, a new regime here with coaching.
No doubt about it. And Trevor and I talked about this too. You knew what Coach Jasper was going to run. A new look for the Wildcats. Will Coach Springer bring a lot of the offensive strategy that he ran with Coach Jasper? We see a whole new sort of wrinkles, if you will, out of this Wildcat offensive unit.
Worthy Road Studios, Christopher Reasons, along with Paul Schultze, the owner of Worthy Roads, along with Ben Bitterly. His brother Alexander has been in the business for a while. And the deep backs back there will be, they do have some dupes, but not in this case, Michael Darlene. And then it is also back there, Marsh. That's Caden Marsh, the other guy that's back there to receive this kick. And it's going to be kicked off here by the Cats. And to open up the home season is Zachary, one of the best names I've ever seen for a kicker, Clutch. Zachary Clutch. And for the most part, he's been pretty clutch this year. 1 of 1 in field goals and 2 of 3 in PATs. Here's the kick. And this season at home is underway. And that sails into the end zone down to our left. And it will be a little skirmishing going on there between the battles. Well, the numbers on Weber International, not as hard as I thought maybe to read, because when they were out for the warm-ups, I was panicking a little bit because you couldn't read those numbers on their T-shirts, but the numbers pretty well defined here. In the gray jerseys, I like this color scheme. You don't see this color scheme very often, Craig Lund. The gray with white numbers and the silver helmets.
Yeah, and it's you can really read them well. That's a good thing. And, of course, with the Wildcats dressed all in purple, those white numbers really stand out.
They do. Defensive line, a very good one. Jordan Jackson, Travis Shaw, T.J. Hart, and Malik Brown across the front. The linebackers, Lewis, the leading tackler, along with Brylan Jordan. We'll give you the secondary in a minute. Here's the quarterback. And he's got his running back in the pistol. They put a man in motion coming right at you there. As you watch the game, we have to remember to get out of our radio scheme of things and go into the broadcast part of it. And carrying that football that time for a few yards up to about the 30, a pick of about 5. And carrying the ball was DeMarcus Mathis, the running back, coming in here today with 81 yards rushing on the season.
Ran it right off the left side right there. Looks like number 54 for Bethel made the tackle, T.J. Hart.
Hart, a very good player. The junior defensive lineman from nearby Lexington High School, Lexington, Tennessee. Doubles each way. He's moved his back to his right now, the quarterback has. And he drops back, a little screen pass. It's going to be caught by Mathis. Mathis has running room to the 35. Poor tackling by the Cats. He's got the first down, Craig, up to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, I think they missed a hold out there in the backfield on a little bubble pass there. And you're right. We missed a tackle, and they were able to get a little bit more than what they should have had. Here's the playback. Quarterback looks to his left, throws it backside, back to the screen. There's the bullet on the back right there by the lineman, and it's missed. We missed a tackle, and finally we take it down about the 38, 39-yard line.
Blake Burchell, the quarterback. Freedom High School, 17 of 23 now in the air this year. Same set, doubles with his back behind him. Mathis. Now they moved the new running back in there, looks like. It's going to be Birchler in the gun. Throws out here a little bubble screen. Caught and good yards again, about 5 more yards. Chipping away at the Bethel defense. And that catching that time was Micaiah Elder, the wide receiver, the junior.
Just a swing out pass out there. You try to get a helmet on a helmet to spring the wide receiver out there. Cats play it pretty well, though, actually.
Yeah, he went out of bounds before the contact, so they mark it at the 43, Craig, so it's going to be 2nd and 7. So far, positive plays, though, for this Warrior offense.
Well, we talked about how they controlled the possession of the clock last week, and they seem to be doing it right now early here against the Wildcats.
Chris, down in Florida, we apologize for those changes we've had to make technically with the broadcast. Hope you're picking it up fine now. Doubles this side, and they snap it over the quarterback's head. That's a loose football, and it's loose, and the Cats have it. The Cats, well, they had it. Now they drop it. Now let's see who has it. Wild skirmishing all the way back, and now after all of that, well, that's where you don't try to pick it up, Craig. You just fall on it, and the Cats tried to pick it up, and then you'll see the replay here.
Try to get the scoop and score right there, and the Cats couldn't get on top of it. You're right, Dave, right here. High snap. Cats have got a beat on it. Good block off right there, and we've got it right there. We're trying to pick it up and get the easy 6, roll it over, and then in the scrum, it just squirts out of there, and Weber's able to pick it back up.
The third guy did try to fall on it, and they squirted it out from under him. Darren Lewis made that move back there. He was the first guy that got to the quarter. That's a loss all the way back to Henry. You folks in Florida have no idea what I'm talking about, but Henry's the community north of here. That ball is all the way back to the 19. They've got to get to the 50-yard line. And even with my weak math, that's 3rd and 31.
That's a deep pass right here. Or sometimes you run it, try to give your punter some room, but that
everything was positive until then. Now they got in the flat, caught, and they get some of the yardage back up to near the 30-yard line. That gives them a little bit of cushion to punt the football. So the Cat defense does their job with help from the offensive snafu there on the snap.
Well, what you want to do right here in this situation, you know they're going to try to throw something underneath to try to make something happen. So you just want to do the old bend but don't break. Keep them in front of the sticks as far as you can. The Cats did a good job defensively right there.
Antonio Henry is wearing 83 this year. And I always wanted to say Secker because he wore 83.
Yep. He
transferred. And the punter to punt this football back, standing near his 15-yard line. All in all, a nice punt, a floater that Henry will call for the fair catch at the 37. So it's going to be 1st and 10 there for the Cats at the 37-yard line. Craig, all in all, a good start here now for the Cats field position anyway.
Did a good job of containing them back. The high snap helped, but defensively, I take that as a win for Coach Springer and his defense early in this first home game of the year.
I appreciate the SID there, as we mentioned. Chris, thanks for your understanding. He's an SID. He knows how things – we were just bragging, Chris, about how well things had gone all day long, and then it sort of threw out on us. Well, quarterback is Destin Chance, the transfer, the brother of the offensive coordinator and assistant head coach. He's clapping a lot back there. Now we've got – I think it's going to be on the nose guard. He came across too quick, and the nose guard in this case is Omar Goodsby, the freshman. Thank you, Trevor. Trevor's helping a spot here. Shante is helping Hubble. They're on our stat crew today. All sides. Our center paid the price for that because he got decked as he lost his balance coming across. Jaden Taylor. Well, it's going to be 1st and 5 now from the 43. Chance has it, hands it off, and running that football will be Jarvis Stockton, the running back from Knoxville, the home of the Balls. And I think he's got the first down, Craig.
He does. Move the sticks. And I'll tell you what, the defense they're presenting right here, it really sets up well for the running game for the Cats. You've got a 3-down lineman in front, 2 linebackers with pretty much 5 defensive backs that lets you run the football.
Omar Goodsby, their leading tackler, number 99, went out after that play. Here's the pass out in the flat, and it's caught by Travis Shaw, young man from Houston High School in Memphis. And he's got positive yards to about the 45. The line judge over there we mentioned earlier, tackled by Ethan Bunch. Bunch caught it. Who did I say? I said Shaw. He wears 0. Bunch. Thank you, Trevor. He wears 1. And here's a dive this time for the first down. And that's going to be Jarvis Stockton. You see her across the way, the line judge, lovely lady. We met her earlier today, Michelle Single, the line judge. And you bachelors out there, I'm not sure if she's single or not, but her last name is Single. It's going to be 3rd and less than a yard, or are they going to measure this thing? Let's wait and see. Very close, isn't it, Craig?
It is. It's right on there, and they're going to say move the chains.
Yeah, I thought we called it a first down.
Yeah.
41-yard line, so the Cats took it at their 37. The 5-yard penalty gave them some momentum. Tell you one thing, Weber brought the gear across the way over there, didn't they?
They sure did.
They've got the tents up, and they've got the little medical tent over there. Hopefully no one will have to use that thing. Chance in the gun with Stockton to his right. They've got the receivers stacked across the way. Chance play fake in the pocket. It's going to run out of there, and he'll stumble and fall back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He was an All-American at D3 last year up in Illinois. Transferred in with his brother, Drew. Highly touted, and has had a good year coming in. He was 21 of 37 coming in. 1 interception, 1 touchdown, 227 per game. 2nd and 10. Play fake to Stockton out here in the flat, caught and then hit immediately and decked, and then taking a dive is Jaden Pressey. That's one of those deals, Greg, you just probably need to go ahead and go down. We got 2 guys around your knees. Here's the replay. Watch this tackle. Great tackle.
It was a great tackle, but give credit to our wide receiver. He Stood up in there.
He held on, didn't he?
He did. I mean, look, he's like dancing around. Got him by 1 foot. He just won't go down. He ducks that one. Boom. Ducks two. Ducks another one that finally he spun down.
You have to be a little anxious if you're coaching staff on this near side right in front of him because he's holding that football out. I thought it might come loose. Picked up about 2. Let's get it 3rd and a long 8 from the 39-yard line. Cats moving to your left to the north end zone. Chance has the snap, drops, doing a little Peyton Manning dancing back there. Still dancing, and he runs back in. Boy, he ran right into the heavy meat. And that time a tackle by Jeremy Willoughby, the defensive lineman from Lakewood, Florida.
So he steps up into his pocket right here like he's supposed to. And then he should have kept going right there. He should have went on outside, tried to get what he could get, but he came back inside. The pocket collapses, they get the sack.
Ace sack of the year for this defense. They're pretty good.
Pretty solid up front.
Have 7 interceptions as well. They drop back in this case. Elder to receive this punt. Is that Gooseby back there punting that? No, here's the kick, and tried to get up under that thing a little bit. Calling for the fair catch, and it's going to be down inside the 5. The Cats were down at the 4-yard line. Great punt.
Great punt. Center for the fair catch.
Who punted that, Trevor?
97. That was Logan Miller.
Logan Miller, okay.
They're going to kill it at the 6, so.
Yeah, Elder, yeah.
Weber will have it 1st and 10 at their own 6.
So they moved the ball the first 3 times they had it, and then the snafu really put them in trouble. Bethel had it their 37, moved inside their territory, and then the defense stifled the Cat momentum. And now at the 6-yard line, it's going to be there that the kids from Florida have it. How do you like my new scoring summary sheet here?
I like that.
That was designed by guess who?
Who?
The legendary Stan Gerard.
Stan Gerard?
Yeah. 8-12, quickly played first few minutes of this game. The wall here, which we wish we could knock out, I'll have to watch the monitor now. And the quarterback, again, is Birchler, Birchler. From his own end zone, he floats it out there and hit nothing but green grass or green turf.
Yep. Miscommunication right there by Weber.
Yeah, the receiver, I think, thought it was a down and out, and that was not a down and out pass, was it?
No, it wasn't. Well, he checked up right there, or maybe he was trying to go out. We just wouldn't let him. We chipped him off the edge right there.
We chipped him, and then we had someone back there, even if he gets loose from him. A good defense by the Cats. You see big number 99 there. That's Darryl Howard, freshman from Miles College from Tanner, Alabama. He's a big horse. Look at him. This D-line has really played well. I was talking to the SID down at Kaiser the other day. He said, man, they were really impressed. Mm-hmm. Coaching staff was really impressed. Play fake. He keeps it, and Birchler is throwing that thing away. Yep. Emmett Sloan, one of our photographers, caught that over there, showing he's pretty talented. He gets a high five from one of the other photographers.
Give credit to that defensive line that time, but also the secondary. They flushed the quarterback, and the secondary does their job on the back end. Doesn't give the receivers any opportunity to be open, so the quarterback just kind of throw it away.
Emmett had clearance from the SID office. The other photographer did not. 6-yard line, 3rd down at 10. That's okay, though. We know him. On that front line for the Cats, Deshaun Love there, the defensive lineman from Birmingham. He's a transfer from Lane. A lot of transfers on both of these teams.
Yeah.
The Dragons, they still play at Old Rothrock. Now they call it Lane Field over in Jackson. And Birchler stands back at his 1-yard line. Play fake. Going to throw it. Has to throw it and get it out of there, and it's incomplete. He was lucky first to get it away, and then trying to come up under that thing was Elder, but to no avail. Here's the replay. Cats almost had him, Craig.
If number 10 doesn't put his hand on his football, that's a pick 6.
Yep, sure is.
Because number 5 for the Cats, Darrell Miller, he was sitting there waiting on it. He had a bead on it, and 10 knocks it down. It's an easy pick 6 to the house.
Miller's the second leading tackle on the team. So standing back in his own end zone to punt this thing out of there. Trouble for Weber International. Low snap, but he gets it away.
Not a good kick either.
Not a good kick. I think the snapper on the snap hurt him a little bit. And that's Antonio Henry. Is back there, and the ball's be downed by Devon Thomas. And it's going to be 1st and 10. And Craig, you couldn't ask for better field position at your at their 32-yard line. 1st and 10 Cats.
No doubt about that. If you're Coach Springer right here early in the game, you save your game plan. Maybe take a shot right here early.
More folks still coming into the complex. Walter Butler Stadium. named after the outstanding president here of years past. He watches a lot, and he comes to a lot of the games. Hope he and his lovely wife are doing well. Here's the play fake. Chance is going to go out here in the flat. It's going to be caught. And caught by Ethan Bunch. And Bunch has a bunch of yards. He's inside the 20 down to about the 19, another first down. That's a hard thing to defend right there if you're defense.
The quick slant, it very much so is. And all you're doing, if you're the quarterback, you're reading that defense, and that hole opens up. It's just a check me. You hit the quick slant, it's wide open most 90% of the time.
Presley lined up to the wrong side of the field, so Chance had to tell him to come back over here. You have a Roy in there, the tight end blocking. Here's Chance out here in the flat, this time to Pressey. And Pressey's got around the corner and still on his feet to 15, then ducks. And ducks down to about the 14. Now flag comes in.
Only thing I can see right there, Dave, maybe a face mask.
That's the only thing I could think. I wouldn't think it'd be an illegal block.
No.
I don't think we had anyone near the ball that time. Could have been away from the ball. He's indicating holding. Let's see, is that what he's saying? It's got to be holding, yep. I could tell when he raised that other arm and grabbed the other one, you knew it was holding. So you see the replay here. Let's see if we can spot the replay, Craig Lund.
Just a swing out pass right here, fake the play action. Out to number 6.
Presley does a good job staying up, doesn't he? Yeah, there it is.
Good call.
Yeah, that's a good call, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. No need to do that either.
No.
So now it's 1st and 15, back at the 25. Chance, play fakes, throws, caught, and caught immediately. His 2 tacklers catching this time. Micah Jones, one of the newcomers from Jackson, Alabama.
Swung that pass out, and it was one-on-one on the island, and Weber did a good job of covering it up pretty quickly.
The old football terminology here, Craig. You do high school, I do it as well. Just chipping away at this defense.
Yeah.
That's what they've seen they can do on film, I guess. Hand off this time, and not much, and decked.
Well, Dave,
Stockton.
You alluded to it and earlier. Weber's got a pretty good defense, and they're showing it right now.
They're yielding on the year just 19.6, and Craig, 168. Looking back at their stat sheets, averaging 19.6 in points yielded, and they're only allowing about 190 yards. And that's a little skewed because they had one game that's a little skewed more than the other two. They shut their opponents out, as you mentioned earlier, Fort Lauderdale. Here's the play, 3rd down and 9. Big play here. Chance dropping, Chance getting pressure, Chance throwing.
Nice.
Caught! Great catch, great throw. And that's going to be short of the first down. It's going to be down about the 12-yard line. We have to wiggle our wires here a little bit.
Dave's excitement wiggled our wires, and my ear went out.
Yeah, you and I have done this for a long time, but we've wiggled a lot through the years. It is a first down. I thought he was a little short. It's going to be 1st and 10.
I think they got it 1st to goal, Dave.
Yeah, 1st and goal, excuse me. And that ball marked at about the 9-yard line, and Stockton sliding his way for maybe a yard or two. Tackle down there. Leading the charge is their big 99, Omar Gooseby, 6'3", 230. That's a big 3rd down conversion, wasn't it?
It was huge. Good job by the Wildcat offense, too.
Chance, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looks right. Now throws left. And it's caught. Is he inbounds? That is, ladies and gentlemen, a touchdown. What a catch by Jaden Pressey. That's his 9th catch of the year. And Pressey has the TD from Chance from how many yards out? 6.
Watch his tippy toe right here, Dave. Pump fake to the right side. Lets it develop. Boom. Catches up high and tippy toe. Puts it down in. Touchdown Cats.
32-yard drive capped off by the 6-yard Chance to Pressey pass. That's great catch.
It was.
Good throw, but a great catch. It was high. And then to attempt the PAT is clutch. 2 of 3 in PATs. The snap is back. The ball is down, and the kick is good. So the Cats on the board at home for the first time this season. 7-0 Bethel. We're back after this 30-second message with more Bethel football from Wildcat Stadium, from Walter Butler Stadium on Worthy Road Studios. Stay with us.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
And we welcome you back to Walter Butler Stadium as the Cats strike first. It leads 7-0 at the 5:01 mark of the first quarter over the Weber International Warriors.
Well, an impressive conversion there on that third down play. The big thing that set that up was that third down pass that got them inside the 15. Here's the, or down inside the 10, I should say. And the kick is into the end zone. And a little skirmishing again going on. The special teams guys said, wait a minute, we have to stand over there all day, and then we get out here, we want to make something happen.
That's right. They get a little excited when they get up there on the field.
Yeah.
Get a little chippy early.
Your thoughts about the 32-yard drive, sir?
Oh, it was nice. I mean, Cats did what they needed to do. They drove it methodically down the field, mixed a pass and a run in there. Had some outstanding blocking up front by that offensive line. You alluded to that too. Got to give a quarterback opportunities to throw the football. Did a pretty good job holding out the defensive line, letting him set up.
Read about the game later tonight at BethelAthletics.com. We have a new writer on our staff. Derek Hubble is doing a lot of the writing for me now, so read about that. So if it's good, let him know it's good. If it's bad, you'll let me know. It's never bad. 5:01 left in this first quarter. Sort of a quickly played quarters. As soon as I say that, it goes down to a snail's pace, doesn't it? It's first and in. We're having fun, though. Where else to be on a Saturday afternoon? 86 degrees.
A recliner and air conditioning.
That's right. Yeah. Watching the balls kill UAB. Yeah. Here's the struggle that time of the running back. Not much. Maybe a yard or two from the 25 to the 27. Tim McBride doing a great job filling in for Josh Key, who's on assignment today. I think he's actually at a wedding, I believe. Yeah, he had a wedding.
And it could be considered an assignment.
Yeah, 27-yard line, yeah. Second down at 8. You said that, I didn't.
Yes.
So those folks who are getting married, that's Craig Lunn, Lunn. You can reach him at lunc@bethelu.edu.
I'm more worried about Courtney.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Oh, I love the Keys.
Yeah, they're great people. Josh does a great job for us. He replaced a legend in his own way. Remember that?
He did, yeah.
I had the ball at the 27-yard line. He's a jewel. 27-yard line. Tell you a great story about that. Here's the handoff.
Whoa.
Boy, I mean, nothing. The Cats corner him, and now he's struggling and makes it a couple of yards.
Had him wrapped up in the backfield. He just keeps his feet churning. We'll see it on the replay right here. Big 75 for the Wildcats. I think it's who's had him first.
Yeah.
And he just kept going. And, boy, you're talking about some leg strength right there. Some pretty good legs right there by that little running back.
Kent Jones, our former PA guy, if you ask him where he went to school, he said, I went to Vanderbilt. But he would do play-by-play for Huntington for years, and he would say, I had the ball at the 29-yard line. Sounded a little bit like John Ward in some ways. 3:33 left here in this first quarter. Cats lead 7-0 and a chance to stop them here and get a pretty decent field position if they make them punt. Birchall, the quarterback, in the pocket, looking, pressured, still pressured, on his feet, running for his life, throws it out here, and it's caught at the 30, dancing away now, getting some positive yards at 35. He's going outside. He's at the 40. He's got the first down and more, 45. And catching that football was Devon Thomas, and he made something spectacular happen out of nothing.
On a high
Watch
school,
this replay.
On a Friday night, we would call this the flag football play right here. You get everybody going to one side, you get the football over here, then you go back the other way and just make people miss, and we get to the other side, there's nobody there.
And credit Birchler, too. He stumbled, but he kept his feet. Good athlete. And let's not forget that he kept that thing alive until his receiver, Devon Thomas, bailed him out, too. Here's the pass over the middle, and it's caught. Caught at the 40 down to the Cat 35-yard line, struggling his way there for another first down is Quentin Moore, the freshman.
Darrell Miller, number 5 for the Cats, kind of overplayed this just a little bit. He got underneath the receiver and stayed on top of his outside shoulder, and that was able to make that play happen right there for Weber.
Probably too early to think about this right now, but approaching 90 degrees here. You folks in Florida are used to that, I know. We're not so much here. But you'll have to watch the body language of the O-lines and D-lines all day today. The depth could be a big factor here. First and 10 at the Cat 35. The Warriors on the move. Under 2 minutes in the first. Bethel leads 7-0. Birchler hands it off to his running back. He squirts his way for a few yards down to about the 31. Still never went down, did he?
No.
That was carried that time by, let's double check. That's Dorian Manuel. Well, that wouldn't be right. He is a, who carried that ball, Shante? You're our spotter. Number 11. I thought it was 21. It's 11. That's Caden Marsh. Well, ball now at the 32. Pick up of about 3, almost 4. Let's call it second and a short 7, long 6. 1:15 first quarter. Cats threatening the blitz. They come with Birchler, hands it off to the running back, squashed at the line of scrimmage, absolutely nothing. And leading the charge for the Cats was number 10, Brylan Jordan, the junior linebacker from Birmingham.
We brought the blitz on the right side of the offensive line, but they ran it back to the left side on the cutback. But the Cats play it well. They fill the scrape, the hole pretty well right there, and Johnson able to or Jordan take them down.
That's interesting. You bring that up because that blitz was coming from the near side here, but they went back across the grain a little bit with it. And the Cats, though, Lewis, an outstanding linebacker, leading tackle on the team, senior from Brighton, Tennessee, a former Cardinal. Far side left will be Hicks. That's not Hicks. We'll double check. That's Young. High snap. Pulled down by Birchler. Birchler finds the running back inside the 30, down inside to the 24-yard line, and very close to the first down at the 25. He may have it, and he does have it. They say move the chains.
He's got it, but he got it with the help of a hold down here, Dave. You'll see it plain as day. It's going to happen right there.
That sure looks like one, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, he rode him down.
He tackles him. Not sure how they –
I don't know how they missed it.
Not sure how he missed that, but he did. 25-yard line. We don't get on the officials a lot. And that ends your first quarter. Your score at the end of 1. The Cats lead 7-0, but the Warriors on the move. We'll take a 1-minute break. We're back after this, our first home game at Walter Butler Stadium this season. Cats leading by 7. Back after this 1 minute. Stay with us on Worthy Road Studios.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
Hey Jackson, it's game time, and the winning lineup is right here at Chuck Hutton Nissan. Our top players are ready to take the field. Rogue, Sentra, Pathfinder, Altima, and Kicks. Big savings, special incentives, and Nissan's built to win the game. Don't sit on the sidelines. Run to Chuck Hutton Nissan today and make the winning drive home in your new Nissan. Chuck Hutton Nissan, just off I-40, exit 80 or 80B on Van Drive in Jackson, Tennessee.
One of our sponsors on the network side, Chuck Hutton Chevrolet over in Jackson, my hometown. Well, Craig, our great sponsors here, we'll mention them at halftime. You and Trevor Roof will have a halftime for us. I'll take a little break, do some AD stuff, and then we'll come back for the second half. But appreciate you guys and your great work here. Well, 25-yard line, 1st and 10, and now it's the Warriors' chance to move the ball in for a score.
Kind of flipped the field right there on us, and after a couple of good plays, and Cats defense got to step it up one more time.
Sure did. Birchler in the gun with his running back to his left. See what the Warriors offensively call over the middle. A caught, and that's going to be inside the 10 down to about the 7-yard line. Stumbling after the catch is Darian Johnson, the tight end, 6'7", 230. Hard to miss him. Good throw by Birchler. They see something over the middle they like.
Just free release right there. When he comes off that edge right there, that inside or outside linebacker's got to chip him and hold him up. That's too easy of a hot read right there by that quarterback.
Tackle by Miller, the third leading tackler on the team. I think I said second earlier, but he's third. The ball's inside the 10, down to about the 6, 1st and goal. Cats scored down here a few minutes ago at the 5:01 mark of the first stanza, and now it's a chance for them. They've gone to the Wildcat now. And here's running that Wildcat and diving his way inside the 5 down to about the 3 or 4 yard line, and running the cat that time was Quentin Moore, a wide receiver from Orange Park, but he dashes his way inside the 4 near the 3 yard line, the nose of the football on the 3. Nothing fancy. No. You knew he was going to probably run it, but he didn't go outside. He went inside, didn't he? He's still in there at the Wildcat.
I would expect him to go to the strong side this time to his left.
I would think so, too. If we were betting people, and we're not betting, but now they hand it off on the
shuttle pass
to the wide receiver and knocked out of bounds. And a great defensive play. Carrying at that time was Tyler Powell.
And a great play by number 5, Darrell Miller for the Wildcats. He sees it coming. He's coming right down the line with him, doing what we call the mirror drill, taking him right down the line until he has to turn it up. He come in and take him out.
He didn't pick up anything.
Nope.
Maybe a half a yard. Well, let's give him a yard down to the 2. I apologize. Got a pretty good spot on that, to be honest with you. 3rd and goal there. They go to the Wildcat again. Birchler's out of the game. 4 more. Moore keeps it this time, play faked it. He's going to move near the goal line. He does not get in. He stopped. He may give him forward progress to about between the 1 and 2, and that's it. Well, an interesting call here for the coaching staff.
Coach
Potacci. We had to get about 3 pronunciations on that.
Potacni.
That's right, Potacni. So they're going to go for it.
Yeah.
They don't bring in the kicker.
Quarterback's back in.
1-1 in field goals is O'Rourke Davis. Woo! He has a 38er. Here they go with a power package. Birchler back in there. 2 up backs and the deep back. They go for the power package, and he didn't make it. Well, now they say he did. Let's wait and see what the officials say. Bethel says they held him, and he's in there. Going to be a touchdown by DeMarcus Mathis.
Well, Coach Springer challenges right here.
They've got the replay. We've got it up here. They've got it themselves as well, but the officials could go into the tent and see it. At the 12:09 mark, the clock running, by the way. The clock needs to stop. The clock is running. The clock is running.
Can't really tell from that angle, Dave.
Can they stop the clock? Play clock is going out on them.
So they got an injured player down on the field, Dave. It's one of the Warriors players.
They need to reset the clock at 12:09. Shante, can you go tell them about the clock, please?
The officials just now noticed it, so they're trying to kill it as well.
It's still running. Well, let's sort this thing out. Let's take a 30 as we have an injured player. We fail to see that. Say a little prayer for him. We're back after this on the Bethel Football Network.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
How long was that drive?
Huddle. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. We're still having issues with the clock right here. The Warrior player is back up walking off the field. Doing a little bit of a limp there, but looks like he's going to be okay. As Weber is coming out to attempt the PAT. Set to do the PAT attempt will be number 80, Rourke Davis, a freshman, 5'10", 175 pounds. Snapper Rivera, holder Grotan. There's a snap. Kicks up, kicks away. Kick is good. So with around 12:08 to go in the second, this was tied up 7-7. From Walter Butler Stadium, you're listening to Wildcat Football. Back after this 30-second break.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle. And at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Walter Butler Stadium for Wildcat Football. Weber has tied this game up 7-7. About 12 minutes into the second quarter, having a clock issue. So the kicker getting ready to kick off for Weber to the Wildcats will be A.J. Hitt. Back deep for the Cats will be Jaden Pressey. And number 80, Seth Medina. Still kind of holding right now, trying to get the clock in order. P.A. Tim McBride just announced it, but I couldn't make out what he said. Going to keep the clock on the field at this point. Went through this last night at McKenzie High School. had a clock issue over there, so they kept it on the field. The kicker hit, breaks his line. And he's about set to kick it off to the Cats. Toe to leather, here we go. High kick. It's going to go into the end zone, so the Cats will have it 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line, excuse me. As they'll start their 3rd possession of the football game. (7-7) the score. Here on a warm day, Walter Butler Stadium in McKenzie, Tennessee. Cats are going to send 2 receivers away. The running back to the right of the quarterback, Chance. That's Kaysen, the running back. Snap, give, Kaysen. Left side. Makes a man miss. Still dancing, still dancing. Finally taken down. He picks up about 5 on the play. Going to be 2nd down and 5 for the Cats. Ball spotted at the 30-yard line.
Turn it back on now.
Kaysen takes it off the left side on the replay right here. Weber did a good job holding him up. Had a man dive at his legs, but he's able to jump over it. 2 receivers this way, 1 far side now for the Cats. Kaysen shifts over to the right side of the quarterback, Chance. Snap. Play action. Pulls it. Quick hitter. Number 6. Got it. At the 42, trying to make people miss. Spins back out, falls down. Had it at the 42, he went backwards. He's going to be dropped at the 41. Enough for the 1st down. Pass was caught by Jaden Pressey for the Wildcats. He was a slot receiver down here. He just does like an 8-yard hook or quick slant, and it's there. Same formation for the Cats. 2 receivers, 1 away. Play action again. Outlet pass, falls incomplete. Pass is intended for number 13, Micah Jones. And there's a flag, a deep flag on the play. See what the call is. The officials are talking.
Okay, thank you.
The Cats are getting tagged with the unsportsmanlike after the play, so it's going to back the Cats up 15 yards. Not really sure what was.
All right, now we need to see if we can reset
probably with some jawing going on, some extracurricular verbiage down there against the Cats. Two receivers down here, 1 away for the Cats. Stockton, the running back, to the right of Chance, the quarterback. Play action, rolls to his right, pressure. He just throws it away. He sees Pressey in the area. No flag. And no flag for intentional grounding.
And we apologize, Craig. We've been down. Now a flag comes in late. That's over in front of the Weber International bench. And that came after they negated everything. Yep.
But that's
that may just be a warning.
Yeah, the old get-back rule.
Yep. So we've had a clock malfunction. We had the score back up there, and the down and to go and all those kind of things. But we'll have to work on it at halftime. It's all we know to do. Try to see if we can reset it. The officials are keeping the clock on the field right now. Well, we were bragging earlier about how well things had gone today, and that's on us. After the play, unsportsmanlike. Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
Automatic 1st down, unsportsmanlike conduct on the head coach, and he's not happy over there.
He is not.
He came out on the field. He did. And, boy, that hurts Weber and helps Bethel there. That would have been 3rd down and long, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, basically, we got the unsportsmanlike, backed it up 15. Then they give it right back to us, an automatic 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The Cats and the Warriors tied at 7-7. Handoff.
Oh!
Kaysen, not much, maybe a couple of yards. Both defensive lines have been pretty stout on the run for the most part.
I'm going to tell you what. I said, like that because I saw 73 for Bethel, Christian Harden coming running downhill with a bead on one of the outside linebackers, 6'5", 285 coming at me. I'm going to go the other way as well.
Oh, from Florence, Alabama, Florence High School. Hotbed of football down that state. 3-man, 3-down lineman, 2nd down and 8 from his 43. Chance out in the flat, caught, and caught quickly is Micah Jones, who had the touchdown earlier.
One thing I've noticed about the offense.
A big play earlier.
So far, because of the way they're playing deep in the secondary, it doesn't give us any opportunity to really take a shot down low.
Sure.
So we're trying to hit that stuff underneath the safeties and the linebackers, and then let our receivers do the work.
3rd down and a good 7. It was actually Pressey who caught the ball a moment ago, and he had a big catch in that drive a moment ago. Did Micah Jones. Let's keep it here, Craig. 7-7. Clock being kept on the field by the officials after the snafu a moment ago. And pretty good ball game thus far. The defense is pretty well dominated other than 2 drives this game today.
Yeah, if you're an offensive-minded person like me who likes a lot of points, probably not the game you want to watch. But you're right. The flow of the game's been pretty good too.
Sure.
Been going pretty well, going a quick ball game. But you're right. The defense is really showing out right now on both sides of the football.
No doubt about it. Cats off next week. Open date. Very unusual schedule this year. Open date to begin the season. 2 road games, both. If you put them all together, I put it in a story. I can't remember now the mileage. It was 1,700 miles. And then finally back home. Then you're off. Then you go to Faulkner. Then you're back home. Then you're back on the road. Only 4 home games all year. It's a really weird schedule.
Well, last year we were home loaded, though, if I remember correctly.
Absolutely were, yeah. What was it? A couple of years ago we had 7 home games counting the playoff game.
Yeah.
We enjoyed it. Great year, but, man, I was worn out when the year ended. 3rd down and 7.
It's a really tough day on the SID and an athletic director when soccer, football, and they're all playing at home, isn't it?
It really is.
And volleyball.
Yeah, we have soccer on the road today, volleyball on the road today, bass on the road today, shooting on the road today. Soccer's up at Cumberland. 3rd down and 7.
Blitz coming
Chance
off the ends.
in the pocket. Looks, wanting to throw, does throw, incomplete. Again, pressure, forcing him out of the pocket, and then pressure forcing him to throw it away.
Flag, far side of the play.
Normally that's going to be an illegal block or a hold. Let's wait and see what it's going to be. Greg, we've had some high school games. They moved the referee back in the backfield now.
Yep.
We've had some high school games. Man, we've had a ton of penalties. Illegal procedure down. No, wait. What did they call? Illegal procedure on the defense?
Too many men on the field, probably.
Too many field? Yep, that's got to be what it is.
Yeah.
Well, coach has already been called for unsportsmanlike. Trevor knows his football, so they move up now 5 yards. So now it's 3rd and about 3. More manageable now at their own 48-yard line, the Cats. Tied at 7-7. Not sure how much time's left in the quarter. 9 minutes left. Thank you, Trevor. Trevor's on top of his game, isn't he?
Man. He's right there with it.
The clock went out on us at the 12:09 mark. 3 down linemen. 3rd down and 3. Chance throws out in the flat and is caught, and then Pressey is going to get the first down, I think. Yep. Pressey got it, I think, second effort. It depends on the spot. He had to get to midfield, but I think he has it, yes.
I thought they may get us for a hold out there on the edge. Nope.
No,
that was
they
clean.
say he went out of bounds.
Oh.
They haven't moved the – yeah, it's 4th down. Boy, oh boy, 4th and less than a yard. The Cat's going to go for it. From midfield, the ball at the midfield stripe. 4th and inches.
I like the call.
Chance claps a couple of times. They hold up the big screen down to our left here, telling him what to call here. Trying to draw him off sides, and they didn't take the bait that time, the Warriors. Now here's the handoff, and that's going to be Kaysen. Kaysen's got the first down and more. He's inside the 45, down to about the 41-yard line. First down, Bethel Wildcats.
Great run by Kaysen right there. He dips his toe in between the guard and tackle, then bounces it outside. After over-pursuing on the linebackers, he gets the first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Approaching 8 minutes now left in this second stanza. Chance drops, Chance throws. Caught by Jones. Jones hit pretty quickly, but does move forward inside the 40 to the 39, a pickup of about 2. 2nd down and 8. Here's the replay.
If we count a yardage laterally from sideline to sideline, both quarterbacks have thrown for about 2,000 yards today.
Exactly. Everything pretty simple as far as the passing. Not much downfield at all by either they've been more downfield than Bethel. Here's the blitz, and Chance throws it over the middle. It's caught. And a nice pattern run by Jones on the slant end. He's got the first down inside the 25 to the 24. First and 10, Bethel.
Great read right there by Chance, the quarterback. He lets it develop, stays tall in the pocket, and delivers a strike in the hole.
Trying to get in his rhythm a little bit. Double clutches, throws, and that's complete. A diving catch. Nice catch by Ethan Bunch on a lowly thrown ball.
Yeah, another good play right here by the wide receiver. He looked down the field, came back to his check down. I mean, we couldn't tell on the replay. The coach was right in the eyesight.
Boy, that one caught. Been better almost to drop that thing. But your instincts tell you to catch it.
Yep.
And that's going to be a loss. Sure did, didn't it, Trevor? Yeah. That Ray Harvey that caught it, he was in the area. Yeah, okay, Harvey was blocking. So it's at the 18. Third about 3. First down. As Bethel goes to the running game, and that's Kaysen again carrying it for the first down.
I like the play calling so far by Coach Springer. He's really, I think, keeping Weber off balance a little bit with his play calling right here on this stretch.
Here's the handoff this time. Kaysen again. Kaysen moving. They found something on that left side of the offensive line they like. And a good job by the offensive line this time by Harden, Robertson, and Taylor. Yeah, they got to be spent. Here's the pass out in the flat. Caught and on his feet and dancing his way.
Swing out pass right there. Little bubble screen out there on the edge.
That Pressey that caught it again?
Yep. If you're a Tennessee fan, you see that play about 72 times on Saturday.
Yeah. On the 7-yard line, third and about 5. Got to be under 7 minutes now. The clock has went out on us. Here's Kaysen, big hole, and that closes up. Got a big hole, and then it closed up, but I think he's going to be very close, about a yard short of the first down. It's going to be fourth about a yard.
And Dustin Chance is giving the let's go cut sign. He wants to go with it.
You see one of the Warriors go down now, and we're going to take his word for it that he's hurt, but that could be trying to slow this pace down because Bethel's gone to that no-huddle offense as they do. And they really had the tempo going against the Warriors at the moment. We'll take a break. Cats knocking on the door in a 7-7 game. 5 minutes left here in this first half. Back after this. Stay with us.
12 years and 0 worries. That's what you get with McCoy's Heating and Air's limited-time 12-year warranty offer. We're so confident in our Daikin systems, we're giving you 12 full years of parts and labor coverage absolutely free until September 30th. McCoy's Heating and Air, where quality meets confidence. Call today for your free proposal.
Welcome back, everybody. Approaching 5 minutes left in this half. We're tied at 7-7. And the Wildcats and the Warriors knotted in this slugfest. It's fourth and about a yard from the Warrior 5-yard line. Down to our right. See the Cats break the huddle there, wearing the purple today. I'd imagine the gray uniforms might be a little cooler than the darker color. I always heard that in life. We'll wait and see.
Depends on who you ask.
Yeah. 4th and 2. They actually have about 2 yards. Got to get toward the 3. And now I think the Warriors have called the timeout. Yep. Yeah, they do. Timeout by Weber International. We'll take another one with them, sort things out here in the press box. Our stat crew needs this timeout, and we do too. We'll be back after this 30. This is Bethel Football.
Let me tell you about the American Dream. In 1974, I had $425 to my name. I bought 21 carpet remnants, rented an old lumber shed, and opened Deaton's Rug Barn on East College. I worked long hours with hope of taking care of my family. I'm so thankful to Jesus who changed my life. He gave me a dream. So in 1985, we opened Deaton's Carpet One on the 45 bypass with a commitment to customer satisfaction. My friends, don't give up on your dream because your dream can come true.
Back here at Walter Butler Stadium in McKenzie, Tennessee. You folks from Florida watching us. We appreciate you doing that. We try to be fair to your team. We always are. To our visitors, respectful.
Well, I'll tell you what. We don't have to be fair because they're good.
Man, they're
playing solid football.
Their defense is really, really good.
Absolutely.
We're about 80 miles from Memphis, 120 from Nashville. Kaysen crashes into the end zone. Touchdown, Cats. Well, Bethel been running left, and then they come back to the right, and they get the TD from Kaysen.
I'll tell you what. Kaysen was on a mission right there. He said, I'm getting this with the ankle. So he took off with it. Look at the replay right here. Boom. He hits it like a jet. Right up the gut, lowers his shoulder pad, spins, touchdown.
5-yard run. And then to attempt the PAT is Zachary Clutch. I like saying that. 13-7. 5:24 left. Thank you. I put 5 minutes in the question mark. Thank you, Trevor. And the snap is forthcoming. Snap is back. The ball is down. The kick is up. That holder that time was one Stafford Roditas, a former McKenzie Rebel. And the score now is 14-7 Cats. We'll be back on Worthy Road Studios with more Bethel football on this hot Saturday afternoon in McKenzie. Stay with us, everybody.
Whether you're a designer, homeowner, builder, commercial, residential, we're here to help make ideas come to reality. Builder finished products, 10 United Drive in Jackson. Come see us.
This is how we Friday night.
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 Yeah, let them know.
Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium as the Cats strike again, lead us from 14-7, 5:24 to go before halftime.
And to kick it away is Clutch. Clutch is from Bartlett, Tennessee, former Panther down there with the high school team. Here's the kick, short kick, gathered in about the 10. 15-20, got ahead of steam and breaks through there and gets up to about the 30-yard line, about a 20-yard return by one. That Reginald Johnson.
Cass did a good job protecting the edge on this side.
It was 22, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The number's a little hard to read. I like this. We mentioned when we came on today, I love the color scheme of the Warriors, though. Talking to a couple of the assistant coaches about a 13-hour drive, I think they told me. They stayed in Jackson last night. They came halfway. I think they told me they came to Macon, Georgia, then spent the night, then came on in. They'll go straight home. I've been on those road trips where you get in about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Save that hotel room at budget.
Yep,
sure.
No doubt. Part of football. Here's a running back breaking open. Boy, he's hit and hit hard, but not before. It is Devon Thomas, the sophomore, Palomento, Florida, and he crushes his way and dashes his way, actually, all the way up to about the 40-yard line. Good run. Good blocking by that offensive line there, too. They opened it up, didn't they?
But what a lick by Jose Joyner, a freshman, 6'3", 185 DB back, defensive back right there for the Cats.
Keep your fingers crossed. The clock is running. 4:49 and running effectively now. Birchler in the gun with his running back behind him to his right. Not in the pistol this case. Birchler hands it off again. Same play. This time not as many yards, maybe a couple, and that's it.
Tackle by 44 Lewis for the Wildcats.
We mentioned several times Lewis, the leading tackler on this team. Linebacker from Brighton, the senior. He came in here with 13 total tackles, and remember, 11 total tackles, and remember the stats with 2:27 left in the first down at Kaiser last week, not included. Those stats don't count. 42-yard line, far side right, is Corey Coughlin. Tight formation with Birchler in the gun. Birchler play fakes, rolls, throws, incomplete. Probably good that he threw it at the feet of his intended receiver. The Cats had pressure on him, made him throw it away.
Yeah, 54 for the Cats. T.J. Hart tried to set that screen pass, and Hart comes busting through there and made him really throw it before he wanted to, so kind of rushed it right there.
Got to be hot on those linemen. Hot on everyone, but especially linemen. I was downstairs a moment ago during the snafu with the clock, and it's blistering down there in the stands for these folks. So it's third down now and 8. Thanks to our security staff. They do a great job here, Chief Thomas and the gang. I told them to come up and have some pizza. Clock arrested, 3:59, 14-7. Big third down play here for both teams. High snap. Birchler, though, pulls it down. Birchler wants to come back over here and throw it, and he's going to throw it, and it's caught. And not anywhere to go, really. Maybe a couple, 2 or 3 yards, and that is broken up.
Kadarius Rancifer for the Cats.
Yeah, transfer from Arkansas, Monticello. That's a great tackle, Craig Lund, because if he doesn't get him, that's going to be a first down. Watch these. I don't think he's going to get it. We had people coming in that area, but he had some running room in front of him.
Just great open field right there, wrapped up and didn't let go and took him down. Textbook.
Antonio Henry back to receive this punt. 3:20 clock running, 14-7 tie game. Pretty nice punt. Spiral moves inside, and it's going to be fielded down there by Henry at about the 10-yard line. Nowhere to go at the 13. Good special teams coverage by the Warriors.
A little bit of a gamble right there, really, because pressure was coming down on top of him, but he got a clean hand on it.
Both of these teams, well coached. You can tell they have not let anything cheap much get by them.
He picked that up at about the 8-yard line, y'all. It was inside the 10.
How big was the penalty against the coaching staff over there?
It was massive. Led to a score.
Yeah, sure did. Not picking on Coach, but I'm sure he'd like to have that back. He wasn't happy about it when it happened.
No.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. And that would have been a third long for Bethel, too, and they go down the field and convert. And they're a little late getting a defender out there.
And Coach Potashny is not happy again. He's yelling at his team this time.
Yeah, that's on his team this time. Time out on the field, 3:10 left. Craig and Trevor Roof will have halftime activities for you. Right now it's a 14-7 game here from McKenzie. We're back after this on Worthy Road Studios from Jackson.
Beauty House Social, Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Jeremy Little, Shelter Insurance, 189 West University Parkway, Suite A, Jackson. Snyder Equipment, 1311 Lower Brownsville Road, Exit 74 on I-40.
Welcome back to Walter Butler Stadium after that timeout by Weber. Cats lead us from 14-7, 3:10 to go before halftime with the football, Dave McCulley.
I love people calling me when the clock wouldn't start or stop. Like I don't know, folks. 14-7. My goodness.
I get all kind of messages during high school games on
Good
Friday.
grief.
How many yards we get on that play?
I know people mean well, but good grief. If they only knew what we go through. That was a low snap, and that cost Bethel some problems there. Craig, both teams have hurt themselves a little bit here in this game with some mistakes.
The high snap by Weber a couple times, penalties.
Loss of about 3, second 13. Chance throws, and that's caught.
Wow.
What a catch by Bunch on a great throw by Chance. And Bethel pulls out of the hole because, Craig, they've got you back there pinned. You'd have to punt the ball back there if you didn't convert a couple of downs. And look at this catch.
I'm going to tell you what, he delivered that ball between two defenders, and we talked about they ain't throw it downfield a lot this game.
That's a great throw by Chance. Here's another throw, caught this time over the middle, and that one is caught by Ray Harvey.
Chance again just dialed in on that. Knew where his receiver was going to be. He let him get in his break and then zipped it to him right in his breadbasket.
Like all really good quarterbacks, you can tell he's a rhythm guy. When he gets in that rhythm, he's very impressive. 3-man front. Got to wear on this D-line a little bit too. And here's the handoff and not much. Crunching for a couple of 2 or 3 yards.
If he would have bounced that to the outside, he would have got it probably another 8 or 10 yards on that play.
Sure would have. Well, now a timeout. I think the Warriors called that. They needed that. They're addressing the defensive problems over there at the moment. We're going to keep it here, 14-7, a minute 48. Reminding you that we're off next week. The following week, they go to Faulkner. That's a 1:30 game down in Montgomery. Then Cumberland University back here at Walter Butler Stadium on the 11th. The 25th at Williamsburg, Kentucky to take on the always talented Indians. Georgetown College homecoming this year on the 11-1. The Hall of Fame banquet the night before on Halloween night. A lot of high school games that night as well. Campbellsville at Campbellsville on the 8th, and then the season finale on Senior Day on the 15th against a very talented team, Lindsey Wilson. You get two teams here to come in, not that the others, we don't have respect for them. But on homecoming, you really don't want to play Georgetown, but that's where it worked out. And Lindsey Wilson, you don't really want to play on Senior Day, but that's it. Well, it worked out as well.
A lot of ways you don't want to play Lindsey Wilson,
yeah,
period.
Good shot at the crowd. Nice crowd here, enduring the heat. It was 86 when we kicked off. Well, your thoughts? Important 2 minutes here for both teams.
I mean, yeah, we've talked about it. The game has been pretty docile, if you will, for offensively, but defense has been pretty well. The penalties and some miscues have hurt both teams, but for the most part, been a pretty clean football game played so far.
Trevor tells me we've climbed 4 degrees to 90. Next weekend, we're off, but next weekend not too bad here in West Tennessee. We have highs in the 80s starting about Tuesday or Wednesday.
Well, guys, I am a 40-degree type dude.
I am too. Listen, Thursday night, probably the hottest I've been ever in high school football. 3-man front, second down and 7. Chance looks, Chance throws, wants to go to Pressey, and that ball is incomplete. Good recovery defensively there, and not committing the pass interference was Isaac Dorleen. That's a nice defensive player. Pressey's got 6.
Great play all the way around. Great throw by the quarterback, Chance. Placed right where he's supposed to, but a great defensive play by the defensive back, number 26 for Weber. Give credit to that young man, Isaac Dorleen.
The old adage, if your guy can't catch it, don't let the other guy, but that's a great defensive play too.
It was, both sides.
3rd down and 7. Another huge 3rd down play. Chance, play fakes, looks, throws, and it's incomplete. Or is it caught? And I'm not sure what he tried to do. We caught the ball. Pressey caught it and then threw it up in the air, and their defensive guy came up with it. We're lucky.
I want to see this replay. Here we go. Outside throw right here by the quarterback. Okay, he was down. That's okay.
Maybe that's what he was doing. Yeah, maybe that's what he thought. He knew he was down. Well, it's 4th and 2 at the 42. Another big play here, and now Bethel's going to be forced to call the timeout. We'll take one with the Cats this time. 1:23 left, 4th and 2 at the 42. The Cats lead 14-7 over the Warriors. We've got a good ball game, folks. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us. Back after this.
An hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But at Zaxby's, he's dunking all over these fools. Zax sauce, bang. Tongue torch, boom. Hot honey mustard. My man's putting on a clinic.
Welcome to Dunk City.
And one, baby.
Thanks, baby. Dude. Babe, dude.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
1:23 left here, 14-7. The Cats lead by 7. 4th and 2 at the 42. And Craig, if you're Coach Chance, the offensive coordinator and assistant head coach, and if you're Coach Springer, the head coach, what do you call here?
You got to get up there and look at the defensive alignment, but I think I'm going to go with my run.
They're going to punt it.
They're going to punt it away.
They're going to punt it away. Not taking any chances
123.
here. Logan Miller to punt it, unless it's a fake.
I tell you what, I mean, you're kind of in that no man's land. I think the ball is placed on the 39 on the other side of that 40. He's probably going for it right here. But with the ball being on the 42, but the other team has no timeout, so
Matthew Holt,
flip a coin.
One of our leaders in the music department here with Renaissance in the booth with us. And the pianist for Bill Gaither and Gloria, by the way. One of my favorite groups.
Oh.
Here's a snap. The flag comes in. They got him jumping off sides, I think. Fair catch call for it. It's going to be Minute now. Catches it, and that's going to be an automatic first down with the Cats. And, boy, the Warriors, look at them. The coaches take their hats across the way, and they're upset at their kids.
They are mad. They had the Cats stopped.
No need. Why are you jumping off sides over that far side? My goodness, that's a big mental mistake. And Bethel's going to have new life in the minute 15.
Big
Greg,
mental
that's
mistake.
A cruncher
that's
there.
Huge. That's huge.
That's 2 big mistakes they've made. One on the coach and now one on the player. You're off the field. You've got the ball 1st and 10 at about your own 10. You run the clock out and get out of here, only down by 7. And now Bethel with new life. Governor Lee just called and gave them the reprieve. 1st and 10. 37-yard line, 1st and 10 Cats. Chance and Case in the game back there. 2 wideouts. The wideouts here on the near side stacked with each other. Handed off, that's Stockton carrying it. Stockton goes inside and then outside. Scrambles his way inside the 30 to about the 27. Stockton and Kaysen have ran the ball beautifully today.
Nice run off the left side right there. Cats have 2 timeouts left, too. Under a minute now.
Stockton carried it. Linebackers made the stop. Chance drops. Chance wants to throw. Chance throws. Caught. And that's going to be caught. And inside the 20, circling his way down to about the 17. That's Harvey. Ray Harvey from Pittsburgh, PA. Transfer from Slippery Rock College or University.
Weber with another player down. And honestly, if you're Coach Springer right here, got 2 players down. Probably not a bad thing right there. It gives you a chance to regroup your offense right here.
Yeah, the big guy back here at about, we can't spot the numbers yet. Very respectful for that. Let's hope that's nothing more than a cramp, but he's acting like it might be something worse. We got another player down here at about the 17. Well, as they sort that out, say a little prayer for them, folks. 14-7. Cats lead by 7, 46 seconds, and they have the ball 1st and 10 at the Weber 17-yard line. We're back right after this on Worthy Road Studios.
Beat the heat and beat the clock. McCoy's Heating and Air is giving away a free limited-time 12-year parts and labor warranty, absolutely free until September 30th. That's over a decade of peace of mind at no extra cost. Don't sweat it. Call McCoy's today for your free estimate and lock in West Tennessee's best HVAC deal.
Andy and Barney and all the game may be watching themselves. It's 46. We were talking about Andy Griffith's show back here. Well, 1st and 10 at the 17. 41 seconds. Chance hands it off to Stockton. Ooh. Stockton stumbling his way.
A shoestring tackle, Dave, or Stockton's in.
By Fuller, the linebacker. If he doesn't get him, Bethel's probably going to score. Pick up a 5, 2nd and 5. Hand off Stockton again. Why not? Same play.
Yep.
And a result this time, more positive yards. He's tackled again by the same guy, Anthony Fuller, the linebacker, the 6-foot sophomore. And now a timeout, Bethel. 3rd and about 2. Well, we're going to keep it here. We're caught up 13 seconds. Well, Craig, you got a chance for a couple plays here. You want to get the first down first. But you got to be careful if you run the football here.
Yeah, if you run the football here, the clock's going to stop quick enough to reset the chains. So if you're Coach Springer right now, you're telling them 2 things. If we get the first down, we're immediately going to this play, get on the ball when it's set. If we don't get the first down, it's an immediate timeout. Then we got to make a decision.
3rd down a yard. Bethel leads 14-7. The Cats scored first at the 5:01 mark, 32-yard drive, capped off by the 6-yard Chance to Pressey touchdown pass. Clutch, the PAT, made it 7-0.
Now, the other thing Coach Springer could be thinking about, if he's thinking this is 2-down territory, that I'm going to go for it on 4th down regardless, he may take a shot to the end zone right here on an incomplete pass, and that will stop the clock.
That's what I think I would do. 12:09, I'm very conservative. 12:09, 2-yard run by Mathis. The PAT by
and the way this
the Warriors tied it at 7, then Kaysen a 5-yard run at the 5:24 mark of the second stanza.
The way this ball game's going, too, 3 points could be massive.
Yep, I was going to say 2 scores, a 2-score advantage by either team would be big in this game, you feel like.
Yeah.
Just sort of the vibes of it anyway. Now we could have an explosion in the second half.
All right, all safeties up. Look for a slant route on this corner up at the top right here.
Okay.
Bump coverage, step out, come back to the inside, look for the throw maybe right there.
Pressy in motion, far side left.
They shifted over, taking it away.
Hands it off Stockton. Stockton's got the first down, but he's going to be in the end zone. A flag on the play.
This is going to be interesting.
Yep.
He
was short. He was at the 1-yard line. It would be 1st and goal with 12 seconds left, and the flag came across the way from the line judge.
Trying to see. I don't see anybody in the neutral zone.
Miss Single threw that across the way over there. Uh-oh. Had the distance. So it's inside the – well, the ball was actually at the 6. I said 1. They move it now half the distance to the 3. 12 seconds left. A chance for 2 plays here, no doubt. If you throw it, well, you take your chances. The way Bethel's running the football, though, Craig, they may take a crack at just running it.
I agree with that.
That big offensive line, big massive bodies up there. Chance talking and telling Stockton, hey, I'm going to hand it to you and you get in, okay, little guy? Chance clapping those hands again. Stockton, no. In the end zone. Touchdown! That's the play you called a moment ago.
Yep.
Craig Lund. And Pressey scored, and it's now 20-7.
They just crossed those receivers, I think is what they did right here. Was he had the slot spot right there? No, he was in the slot, just went to the back of the end zone on the deep fade, or the deep back corner, across the middle, touchdown.
Like I said, 27. What a huge score, no doubt.
Massive.
Then take a rocket scientist to understand that. And clutch in to attempt the PAT.
Now, if you're over on that sideline at halftime, that offsides is massive.
The long snapper is Jalen Johnson. Here's the kick up after the hole by Stafford Roditas, former Rebel. And it's 21-7 with 6 seconds left in the half. Stay with us at 30 on Worthy Road Studios.
Whether you're a designer, homeowner, builder, commercial, residential, we're here to help make ideas come to reality. Builder finished products, 10 United Drive in Jackson. Come see us.
Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority, Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
We're back. Well, we understand we had clock problems at McKenzie at homecoming last night. That didn't deter the Rebels from winning big. Rebels won last night. Huntington won last night. Did West Carroll win last night? They lost. I'm sorry to bring that up, Shante. I was hoping they would. They lost at Humboldt, right? So 2 of the 3 county schools won. I had a rare Friday night off as I had my high school game Thursday down in Memphis. With a running clock, still didn't get home till 11 o'clock. Here's the kick, and gathered in by 18. That's going to be a good return, but the clock will expire after Kendall Johnson brought it back for positive yards. That's going to end your half, your score at the half. Craig Lund and Trevor Ruth will take you through the halftime. They'll give you stats, analysis. We'll have some replays maybe from Worthy Roads as well. The Cats are winning right now anyway, 21-7. We're back after this 2-minute message on Worthy Road Studios.
Hey Jackson, it's game time, and the winning lineup is right here at Chuck Hutton Nissan. Our top players are ready to take the field. Rogue, Sentra, Pathfinder, Altima, and Kicks. Big savings, special incentives, and Nissan's built to win the game. Don't sit on the sidelines. Run to Chuck Hutton Nissan today and make the winning drive home in your new Nissan. Chuck Hutton Nissan, just off I-40, exit 80 or 80B on Van Drive in Jackson, Tennessee.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
An hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But at Zaxby's, he's dunking all over these fools. Zax sauce, bang. Tongue torch, boom. Hot honey mustard. My man's putting on a clinic.
Welcome to Dunk City.
And one, baby.
Thanks, baby. Dude. Babe, dude.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
Whether you're a designer, homeowner, builder, commercial, residential, we're here to help make ideas come to reality. Builder finished products, 10 United Drive in Jackson. Come see us.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Jeremy Little, Shelter Insurance, 189 West University Parkway, Suite A, Jackson. Snyder Equipment, 1311 Lower Brownsville Road, Exit 74 on I-40.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Jeremy Little, Shelter Insurance, 189 West University Parkway, Suite A, Jackson. Snyder Equipment, 1311 Lower Brownsville Road, Exit 74 on I-40.
Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority. Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
12 years and zero worries. That's what you get with McCoy's Heating and Air's limited time 12-year warranty offer. We're so confident in our Daikin systems, we're giving you 12 full years of parts and labor coverage absolutely free until September 30th. McCoy's Heating and Air, where quality meets confidence. Call today for your free proposal.
Let me tell you about the American dream. In 1974, I had $425 to my name. I bought 21 carpet remnants, rented an old lumber shed, and opened Deaton's Rug Barn on East College. I worked long hours with hope of taking care of my family. I'm so thankful to Jesus who changed my life. He gave me a dream. So in 1985, we opened Deaton's Carpet One on the 45 bypass with a commitment to customer satisfaction. My friends, don't give up on your dream, because your dream can come true.
Beauty House Social, Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first, then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
Hey Jackson, it's game time, and the winning lineup is right here at Chuck Hutton Nissan. Our top players are ready to take the field. Rogue, Sentra, Pathfinder, Altima, and Kicks. Big savings, special incentives, and Nissan's built to win the game. Don't sit on the sidelines. Run to Chuck Hutton Nissan today and make the winning drive home in your new Nissan. Chuck Hutton Nissan, just off I-40, exit 80 or 80B on Van Drive in Jackson, Tennessee.
Does Shelter Insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
What's going on, son?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, you can count on Shelter's local agents to help you protect what matters most.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
This is how we Friday night.
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 Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
An hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But at Zaxby's, he's dunking all over these fools. Zax sauce, bang. Tongue torch, boom. Hot honey mustard. My man's putting on a clinic.
Welcome to Dunk City.
And one, baby.
Thanks, baby. Dude. Babe, dude.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Beat the heat and beat the clock. McCoy's Heating and Air is giving away a free limited-time 12-year parts and labor warranty absolutely free until September 30th. That's over a decade of peace of mind at no extra cost. Don't sweat it. Call McCoy's today for your free estimate and lock in West Tennessee's best HVAC deal.
Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority, Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
Whether you're a designer, homeowner, builder, commercial, residential, we're here to help make ideas come to reality. Builder finished products, 10 United Drive in Jackson. Come see us.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
Hey Jackson, it's game time, and the winning lineup is right here at Chuck Hutton Nissan. Our top players are ready to take the field. Rogue, Sentra, Pathfinder, Altima, and Kicks. Big savings, special incentives, and Nissan's built to win the game. Don't sit on the sidelines. Run to Chuck Hutton Nissan today and make the winning drive home in your new Nissan. Chuck Hutton Nissan, just off I-40, exit 80 or 80B on Van Drive in Jackson, Tennessee.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
12 years and zero worries. That's what you get with McCoy's Heating and Air's limited time 12-year warranty offer. We're so confident in our Daikin systems, we're giving you 12 full years of parts and labor coverage absolutely free until September 30th. McCoy's Heating and Air, where quality meets confidence. Call today for your free proposal.
Let me tell you about the American dream. In 1974, I had $425 to my name. I bought 21 carpet remnants, rented an old lumber shed, and opened Deaton's Rug Barn on East College. I worked long hours with hope of taking care of my family. I'm so thankful to Jesus who changed my life. He gave me a dream. So in 1985, we opened Deaton's Carpet One on the 45 bypass with a commitment to customer satisfaction. My friends, don't give up on your dream, because your dream can come true.
Whether you're a designer, homeowner, builder, commercial, residential, we're here to help make ideas come to reality. Builder finished products, 10 United Drive in Jackson. Come see us.
And we welcome you back to Walter Butler Stadium as the Cats hold a 21-7 advantage over the Weber Warriors. As the first half, Trevor Roof was really a defensive battle, and the Cats able to tack one on there right before halftime with help via penalties.
It sure was. I mean, both teams had their own mental miscues with, personal fouls being acquitted to each side, but probably the biggest factor in the game right now was that fourth down play where Bethel set up to punt and a special teamer on the line jumps off sides, creating another offensive opportunity for Bethel, and that's really what's the separator outside of the other touchdown that Bethel had scored previously.
We apologize, everybody back home. We're having a little issues with our stats program, working on to get those fixed, so hopefully we'll have the final stats for you at the end of the regulation. We do have replays of the 4 scoring plays, so if talking to our good person over there, Christopher, he'll go to those. We'll do this replay. Trevor, you got it.
So on the first scoring play, Chance had the ball from shotgun and is looking immediately out to his right, play faked out there, and then came back to his left, threw a high-point football out to Jaden Pressey in the left corner with a great toe tap in order to make the catch and in for 6. Then on the Weber play, Berkler in for the quarterback. He gives to his tailback in the – what would you call that? Is that the
off the right side.
Well, yeah, it was off the right side. I'm just trying to think. That's an old-style formation. That makes me think of the old Bobby Dodd Georgia Tech days where they ran the triple option, where you had multiple options, and they just went right back to the behind tailback, and he ran right off the right side in for 6. The third touchdown was another pass from it was not another pass. It was Chance given to Jordan Kaysen up the middle. He breaks a tackle at the 3, spin moves around the safety for the Warriors and fell into the end zone for 6. And then the last scoring play, which is really the big separator, was Chance finding Pressey again on an inner slant route from the left side, beat his defender, and then Chance just put a perfect ball right on the numbers to Pressey for his second touchdown and the third touchdown for the Wildcats, which gives them the 21-7 advantage.
And that last drive right there, it was aided by 2 penalties, one on the coach for Weber, and then, of course, Weber had us in punt formation on 4th down and 3, and they commit the neutral zone infraction, which pushed it to a first down, and then Coach Springer methodically down the field, used his timeouts the appropriate way, called the right play calls, and, of course, Cats able to put that one in the score to make it 21-7.
As you look at this game and how it's unfolded, you really have to be, especially from a Bethel Wildcat perspective, this is the first home game you're getting to see with Coach Springer, but you really have to be pretty proud of how he's methodically kind of operated with the football. His offense has been very strong, and outside of the Warrior 1 touchdown drive where they just kind of worked down the field, their defense has been very strong. All facets of the game kind of point in favor of the Wildcats as we move with 2 minutes left to go here before the start of the second half.
Yeah, I agree with you. I made the comment to Dave during the broadcast on the first half. I like his play calling. He's really doing a good job of mixing it up and kind of keeping Weber's defense a little bit off balance when they almost think they figured you out. Boom, he'll hit you with a pass or something, and finally started taking some of those deep shots down the field that he wasn't able to get earlier and was hitting some of them.
Yeah, no doubt. And credit to the offensive line. When they played at Mary Hardin Baylor in Game 1 in Texas, that offensive line was basically a turnstile where the defenders were able to just run right to Chance and kind of get him scrambling where he didn't have time to make a play. Today, Chance is able to stand back in the pocket, move around, evade defenders, and be able to deliver the ball accurately, and his receivers are making great plays for him.
Mr. Hubbell's going to give us a little bit of stat summary right here, I think, just by looking at the iPad. We got about a minute left. We'll get what we can. Total offense, let's just do that. Let's do the total offense. This Weber, is this okay for Bethel? Gotcha. All right, total offense for Weber, 86 yards. Total offensive yards for the Cats, 178. Total offensive plays, 21 for Weber, 30 for Bethel. Average yards play, 5.38 yards a play for Weber, 6.36 for Bethel. Offense's largest game, Bethel with 20. And Weber with 22. Offensive plays for game, 14 for 115 for Weber, 23 of 185 for the Cats. Time of possession, 10-14 for Weber, and then 10-14 for the Cats. Passing yards, 69 for Weber, 120 in the air for the Cats. Completions, 6 for Weber, 14 for the Cats, on 11 attempts for Weber and 16 attempts for the Wildcats. Completion percentage, 54.55 for Weber and 87.5 for the Cats. Teams back out on the field. We got about another 30 seconds. Take a quick 30-second break, and we'll come back with second half action as you're listening to Wildcat Football from Walter Butler Stater. Back in 30 seconds.
This is how we Friday night.
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 Beauty House Social. Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium as the Cats lead this one 21-7 over the Weber Warriors, and the Cats will get the ball coming out the second half to hopefully build on that first half momentum, Dave, that they got as they punched one in right there at the end to lead this one 21-7, and the scoreboards went down again. So set to kick it off for Weber will be number 37.
Gary, go down there and ask him about the board again.
A.J. Hitt. 37, yeah. Derek Hubble doing a fantastic job on the stats.
And we're back as Weber will kick it off. Pressey will backtrack and back in the end zone. Now he's going to trot out of there. Little delayed decision there, and he didn't get much up to about the 12-yard line. That's it.
Probably a decision that Coach Springer is going to talk to him about.
Yeah. Well, he a little hesitant, and then doing a little gate there, and then bang, he was clobbered at about the 12-yard line.
Got to remember, in high school, if you take it in the end zone, it's a touchback.
Sure.
In college, you could turn it out.
178 to 86 in total yards. And we look at 14 of 16. Bethel in the air, 6 of 11. Weber, we've got a few stats over to our left trying to piece that together. So at the 12-yard line, the Cats will have it there. 1st and 10. They lead the game 21-7. Clock has gone out again. Remind me to never brag that things are going well. Chance in the gun. Play fakes it. Throws out here in the flat. Caught by Harvey. Harvey will dance his way up to about the 21-yard line. Good pickup.
Good pickup. Just forced out of bounds by the Weber defense. Did a good job of not letting him get downfield, get loose.
About 9 yards.
Yeah, play action. Just a little inside hook route right there, a dig, if you will.
2nd and a yard. I'd say clock running, but it's not. Handoff this time, Stockton. Stockton's got the first down as he plows his way literally till about the 15-yard line. Well, you complete a pass, have a successful run, and you're in business with 1st and 10 again.
Just driving it down the field.
Cats leading by 2 touchdowns. Chance in the pocket. Chance throwing. Picked off. Threw that right in the meat of the coverage. Like to have that one back. And it is Matthew Smiklis, the safety. That's his 3rd interception of the year.
Had him open for a short window, and the safety did a good job rolling over right here and saw it coming. Yep.
21-7 your score. Scoreboard problems here today and stat problems, you name it, it's gone south. But right now the Cat defense has to step up. They really played well, only giving up 7 points in that first half. And giving up just 7 first downs, 2 passing, 3 in the air. So Smiklis gives the kids from Florida new life.
Yeah. Got to flip the script right there on the opening kickoff.
First down and 10 at the 48. Handoff. DeMarcus Mathis. Haven't heard much from him since early in the game. He doesn't get much. Maybe a yard to the 47. That's it. Gang tackling by the Cats.
Good job right there by the Cats defense. He took it off the right side.
TJ Hart's been involved in a lot of plays today, hasn't he?
He has. He's been all over the field.
Hart. Defensive lineman. 2nd and 9 from the 47. One thing, that bunch that's over there watching the game in their vehicles, man, they're right in the sun over there, aren't they?
They are.
Somebody was smart, and they brought the tents. 2nd down and 9 from the 47, the Cat 47. Bethel leading 21-7, early moments of the first portion of this 3rd quarter. They set Mathis down in the slot.
Blitz.
Here is the screen underneath. Cats got people there. Let's see if they can stop him, and they do. Knock him out of bounds after a pickup of only 2. Great coverage by the Cats. Jose Joyner, the defensive back, 3rd leading tackle on the team, right in the mix of that thing.
Wildcats brought the blitz right here up the middle, and it's a perfect play call. You throw where the blitz came from. They threw that screen pass right over the middle before the backers came. Good turn or good pickup for Weber right there.
So
Weber.
It's going to be 3rd and a good 5 yards, almost 6. Birchler running back to his left. Wideouts each side, 2 slots, 2 receivers. They put the tight end in motion. They go underneath here, trying to decoy everybody, and breaking the tackle, breaking another, and getting the first down is going to be DeMarcus Mathis. Good running back and a good receiver in that case. And we just missed a tackle back there.
Sure did, but Brandon Hall able to bring him down. Missed it right there on the front end, but backside gets it. But just a little swing out pass into the flats.
Brylan Jordan, the linebacker, normally a really good tackler, would like to have that chance back.
For sure.
1st and 10 at the 38. Birchler puts a man in motion this time here to the near side. Birchler looks over the middle, throws out here to the same guy that was in motion, and is caught. And it's caught by Tobiah Semper, wide receiver from Merritt Island, Florida.
Tackle made by Jose Joyner again. And again, basically the same play right here, Dave. They just hit that little out route in the flats. A little bit deeper that time, but still effective.
29-yard line. Bethel leads at 21-7, but right now that lead's in jeopardy. The Warriors have moved the ball inside Bethel's 30 to the 29, 2nd and a yard.
Be sure to subscribe to the Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel so you can catch all the Cats action.
Yeah, they cover the Cats. They cover University School of Jackson. They cover Union University.
Yeah.
They do a great job. They are a big league, first class. Hand off to Marcus Mathis. Lowers his head, bangs his way inside the 25 to about the 24. Actually, the 25 is going to be 1st and 10 there. Clock being kept on the field again.
Good hole right there by the offensive line for Weber. Gave him just enough of a crease to pick up positive yardage in the first down.
Well, I can see a phone call going to varsity up in Kentucky, varsity scoreboards Monday, among other things we've got to do. 25-yard line, 1st and 10. It wouldn't be a week if we didn't have to call them, much less a year. You're right.
Well, I can tell you what, Principal Kelly Spivey kept the phone line hot yesterday to him at McKenzie High School.
Birchler out in the flat finds Devon Thomas, and he doesn't find anything.
I tell you what, I'm going to give credit on both sides. When I think they've got one of their backs or receivers down, both sides, you look up and they've spun and they're getting another 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah, that ball was caught 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, but he still was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, and we had contact on him. What's the old adage in football, the yards after a catch?
Yak.
Well, 2nd down and 10, the ball at the 25. Big chance here for the Cats to stop them, force them to kick a field goal. They have one from 38 yards out, the longest of the year. They send, this time, Quentin Moore to the right. He was effective in one of their drives, in that scoring drive. Birchler hands it off and losing his footing at the 25, and then they stopped right. That's where his knee went down. It's going to be 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10 almost.
I can't remember where it was. Last week I saw a clip of a kid in high school kicked a 62-yard field goal at the end of half.
It's amazing. You know, I look at the college games now. You know, it used to be over 40 yards. It was iffy. Man, they're kicking them from 54.
Oh, yeah.
So I saw a game. I don't know which game it was. A guy kicks one from like 57 yards and had like 10 more yards to go.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's amazing. 3rd down and 10. 25-yard line of the Cats. Here's Birchler in the pocket. Birchler pulls it down. He's got a tackle. And riding him down will be a nice defensive play. 3rd leading tackle on the team, Malik Brown, the sophomore linebacker from Birmingham. And it forces a field goal attempt.
Give credit right there to the secondary. That's a coverage sack. He wanted to throw it downfield. Didn't see anybody stepped up, and Brown coming from behind rides him down to the turf.
Davis O'Rourke to kick it. Wearing the green shoes. That is him.
Ooh. 43-yarder.
Davis O'Rourke, here's the kick. 43 yards out. Snap back, ball down, kick up. That kick is up, and it is no good. And the Cat defense steps up big, Craig Lund. The score remains 21-7.
So the defense holds. We'll take a quick 30-second break, back in 30.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Jeremy Little, Shelter Insurance, 189 West University Parkway, Suite A, Jackson. Snyder Equipment, 1311 Lower Brownsville Road, Exit 74 on I-40.
Beauty House Social. Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
And welcome back as the Cats take over on downs after the missed field goal, the missed 43-yard attempt. Here we go, handoff, left side. Little running room.
Kaysen, yep. Kaysen carrying it. He and Stockton have been the guns today. Is that Stockton again? I think it was Stockton. I said Kaysen.
Yep, it was Stockton.
And the ball will be at about the 25. No gain. Well, no, it's more. It's a 28, 3-yard gain. 2nd down and 3. The chain marker across the way, getting a little late there. Let's call it 8. 2nd down and 8. A chance to put his team up by 3 scores, which would be huge. Play fake over the middle, and that's a nice catch. What a great catch by Micah Jones. He's had a couple of those today.
And put it right on the money, did the quarterback Chance. He's did the thing high, goes up, grabs it, pulls it down.
Got a great arm, doesn't he?
He does.
1st down and 10. Read that beautifully as well. Waited on his receiver, and he caught it. Chance play fakes this time, throws it out to Pressey. Pressey makes one guy miss, makes 2 guys miss on his feet to midfield and spun out of bounds into the bench over there. Actually, he's the guy that spun the defender out, and that's another big game for the Cats. It's in Warrior territory now at the 48. That's going to be 2nd and a yard.
Talk about that rhythm of the quarterback Chance. He's in it again, Dave.
He really is. This offense really, when they get in rhythm, they're impressive. 2nd down and 9. Stockton first down and more, lowers his head, bangs his way inside the 45 to the 44.
Handoff left side. And again, the play calling extreme right now. Just doing a good job of balancing it out and keeping the Weber defense guessing.
The ball game blitz, Worthy Road Studios. Bethel coverage, Union coverage, USJ coverage. That's another first down, actually. Got it by about a half a yard. First down and 10 at the 44-yard line. Stockton again. Stockton hit at the line of scrimmage, was able to power his way for a couple of yards maybe to the 47, second and 8.
Took it off right side. Kind of got hung up at the line of scrimmage, was able to keep his feet churning, pick up 2.
Stockton again and Kaysen have been the workhorses in the backfield. Chance, his arm has been a big factor as well. Wide side of the field is here to the near side. Let's see if they look that way. No, they look left. They go single coverage and incomplete. That's a flag.
I think they're going to get Weber for a hold on that side on our receiver, I think.
Out there in no man's land, single coverage, they looked like everything was going to go this way, and then they went one-on-one. And really, to be honest with you, that's a penalty that's not really that bad of a penalty because if you're going to get beat, it's a quick 6.
Here it is. You're going to see the hold right there.
Yep. Yeah, he catches that ball if he's not held.
Oh, absolutely.
We talked about the running backs. How about Pressey and other receivers that have really played well today?
Oh, for sure. Did a little stop-and-go route, and our guy stopped. Their guy kept going, and when he got by him, he just grabbed his jersey.
Little cloud cover moving into Walter Butler Stadium. A little rain in the forecast here in the next day or two. Boy, the area needs it.
We do need it. My yard needs it.
Had mine mowed yesterday, hopefully the last time this year. All it was just to clean it up a little bit. Didn't really need mowed. First and 10, the ball at the 32. Chance got his Wildcats marching again. Remember, they took over here at the 7, their own 7. Stockton. And they stack him up.
The hole opens up quickly, but boy, did they do a good job of closing it down. Watch this right here. Holes there, and then boom.
Yep.
It's gone.
Ben Bitterling is the cameraman down on the field. Boy, he gets some great shots, doesn't he?
He does.
Look at that shot there. That's big league.
That's good.
Second down and 9. Chris up here in the booth with Paul. They do a great job for us. Chance.
Oh!
Chance had Pressey open and missed him. He had a couple of guys open. Now he moves his way and is stopped for a loss.
Held it too long right there.
Sure did. Bunch was open, and Pressey, I thought, was open over the middle.
Yeah,
Watch this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Bunches. Yeah. It's easy for us to spot it up here, but down there on the field level, it's tough for them.
We talk about that in high school. We see things in the box that,
yeah,
down on the field you can't see.
And you're dealing with young people, too.
Yeah.
It's going to be third down and 13. The ball back to the 35-yard line. Well, Cats probably 2-down territory, leading 21-7.
Pump and go.
Chance looks left and then is hit, but breaks open. And we've got him being heavily pursued, and he throws it away. I'll tell you one thing. He had to throw that thing away because Marquez Griffin, who has an interception on the year, number 34, he was really rolling.
Yeah. Now decision time for Coach Springer.
Coach Springer, 8 years as defensive coordinator here. Great job under a couple of coaches, and then has his chance now to shine as a head coach from Lexington, Tennessee. Played at Bartlett. Fine young Christian man with a beautiful family. Well, Coach Springer said, we're going to punt the ball. I like this call. You're leading 21-7.
Yeah.
No need to give them any better field position than they have. They drop back, in this case, the Warriors do. Elder. And to punt it away will be Logan Miller. Logan pulls it down, gets it away. High, end over end, and they call for the fair catch. The Cats have people down there, but it gets by 2 of them. Nasty hop for Bethel in this case, and they'll bring it out. Greg, you didn't. I thought we had a chance to corner that thing, but it just took a crazy hop, didn't it?
Our gunner guy, he got down there, Alonzo Russell. He lost his footing and fell down. I think he was trying to set up to play that hop, but he fell down trying to stop, and the ball went right by him.
I lose my footing, and I don't play football.
That's right.
Well, it's going to be 1st and 10 at the good ball game, good game to cover, despite the fact we've had scoreboard problems and stat problems. We got all straightened out. The genius to my right, Derek Hubble, will straighten. He'll pull rabbits out of the hat somehow, I know. He and Shante. Hard to believe. Here it is 15 years later. They were my first two student assistants 15 years ago. Funny how things come full circle, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Hubble's been in school 15 years.
Hubble looking over here at me like, shut up. Shantae's got smart. She left, but then not so smart. She came back. She is the assistant softball coach. And, of course, Hubble is the tennis coach, and he's the coach of the year a couple of years ago in the conference. Two great programs again. We're excited about softball this year as well. 1st and 10 at the 20. Birchler hands it off, running back, not much. 22, 21-yard line. The Cat defense has really been strong.
Yeah, really playing solid. Weber got another player down.
Brandon Hall was celebrating. He got back there and got a hand on him. I think it was DeMarcus Mathis. I think he's the guy down. Or was that a lineman down?
That's a lineman.
That's a lineman down.
Yep.
Yeah, you can tell now. And the training staff will come out and attend to the wounded warrior. They've got their trainer across the way as well. Let's take a quick 30. This is Bethel football on Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz.
An hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But at Zaxby's, he's dunking all over these fools. Zax sauce, bang. Tongue torch, boom. Hot honey mustard. My man's putting on a clinic.
Welcome to Dunk City.
And one, baby.
Thanks, baby. Dude. Babe, dude.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
We're back. We're discussing some scores of interest, and Craig Lund says the Vols win 56-24 over UAB, and a shocker in this area today, the Tigers in Arkansas.
20, what was it, Trevor, 26?
32-31.
32-31. The Memphis Tigers upset Arkansas and Sam Pittman.
And since I'm surrounded by UT fans, I'm not going to tell you that is the second biggest win in Memphis program history. I'm not going to tell you about the first one.
I'll tell you.
Steve Heyman and I used to do a radio show every morning, and we would say, he'd say, Diamond, who is the only quarterback in Tennessee history that never beat Florida and lost to Memphis? And the Tennessee the fans would light us up, man. I said, Steve, please quit doing that. That's a big win for the Tigers, though.
It was. It's huge. We just need to remind him about the kick at the Golden Dome. Johnny Majors.
Oh, yeah. Late Johnny Majors used to come up. I went MC the Big Orange Caravan for years. He could be very nice some years, and other nice years he could be a little ornery, but he was good to work with. Bill Henry, who was a part of UT staff at one time in the development, he was really one of my best friends. And Coach Brown, Al Brown, who was the assistant for Pat for years, Billy Jewell.
Pump and go.
Birchler throws, and it's incomplete. Good effort by the receiver. Great defense by the Cats.
It was. I was looking at the sideline to see if the coaching staff wanted a flag over there.
Both D-lines, now he had some time that time, but both D-lines have really done a good job pressuring the quarterback today for the most part. It was your replay by Paul Schultze and Christopher Reasons. Ben Bitterly on the field. He's earned his money today with the heat down there.
Yeah, he's got the worst position of anybody.
Carrie Stahl, our photographer, I had to tell her to make sure she got something nice to drink at half. She said it was brutal down there. Shantae was down there for a while, but she got smart and came back up here with us.
As did Trevor Roof.
Yep, Trevor's down there. 3rd down and 8. Birchler's going to keep it on the quarterback keeper, and he didn't get anything. And he's
haven't seen that play by them this whole game, I don't think.
Well,
not by the real quarterback other than the Wildcat.
And they know more about coaching than I'll ever know, but strange call.
Yeah, it was a strange call. I mean, what was your 4th down and call it 7 or 6?
Yeah, 3rd down at about 7 yards.
Yeah.
And he doesn't look like a great effective runner, Birchler. No.
Cats ought to get this in a pretty good field position right here.
Yep. They drop back. Antonio Henry.
Wow.
Oh, a great punt. Outstanding punt. And Henry caught it. I don't know why he didn't call the fair catch, and he gets lucky because they snuff him down at the 34. That was a punt of punts right there. 60 yards on that punt.
Wow. Is that right?
And that is Jackson Rivera. His longest had been 48. He's averaging 39. Is that right? 60? Going by Tim McBride, our PA guy.
That's pretty
good to have Tim here today. He's filling in for Josh Key, and Tim had some health issues during the summer, but praise the Lord, he's doing okay.
His goal was to get back for Tennessee, Georgia, and he was there.
And he did that. He said despite the loss, he had a great time. That's what he said on his social media. And sliding sideways a couple of last 3 or 4 yards.
Good
and
solid run right there. Look at the open up right here. Lead block right there. Good block, good seal block. You get 7 or 8 yards of carry, you'll take it every day.
It's Kaysen again. Kaysen trying to bounce it outside and nowhere to go. Door shut there.
Yep.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 3rd and 2. The Wildcats and the Warriors, first time ever meeting on the gridiron. Second, make it 3rd and 2. The change still says 2 across the way. It is 3rd down at 2. Yeah, they change it. They've gone with that 3-down lineman the entire game, haven't they?
They have.
Here is Kaysen. What a play. Defensive play. What a nice tackle. Henson Harper, defensive lineman from Mercer University. And he's dropped for a 2-yard loss. It's going to be 4th and 4. Play stop. We've got a cat down now.
It's Kaysen.
Well, say a little prayer for Kaysen. He's in some pain. He's fought a knee injury all offseason. We'll take a 30. We're back after this. Stay with us. This is Bethel Football on Worthy Road Studios in the BallGame Blitz.
Beat the heat and beat the clock. McCoy's Heating and Air
He's
is
had a
giving
problem
away
anyway,
a
hasn't he?
free limited-time 12-year parts and labor warranty, absolutely free until September 30th. That's over a decade of peace of mind at no extra cost. Don't sweat it. Call McCoy's today for your free estimate and lock in West Tennessee's best HVAC deal.
And the gang out there attending to him. Say a little prayer for him if you would, folks. Never want to see anyone get hurt, and certainly fine young men, and it's just part of the game. It's a brutal game that we play in football, but a lot of the other teams here supporting it. We do have cross-country results. We'll have that story for you later tonight. Bass team on the road today, soccer on the road today, shooting on the road today, you name it. We've got it all going. I'll be a busy beaver throughout the night. But the Cats here leading 21-7. Been a crazy game. You feel like that, it's just been one of those games, Craig Lund, and the good news here is Kaysen is up and jogging off. That's great news right there.
Great news, because the way I'm with you, Dave, the way they were tending to him, the way he was rolling around, it did not look good.
You see a kid reach up and grab his helmet.
Yeah.
You know he's hurting. Well, to come out to punt it will be Logan Miller. Credit both of these defensive units, too. They really played well enough to give their team's chance to win. Back to receive this punt will be Micaiah Elder. Miller would get it away from about his own 30 once he steps into it. 21-7, a lead, but not a real comfortable lead for the Cats. We have no idea how much time's left in this quarter. The clock's gone out. Boy, Miller got that away. And here is running up to field the ball will be Elder, and it'll be about the 30-yard line.
Look, I'm going to be the first to admit that's a little bit of an acting job on the Cats right there.
Yeah, Miller trying to draw something. He couldn't do it. He would not win an Academy Award for that.
No.
30-yard line, 1st and 10. Part of the game.
It is.
To try to sell it.
It's funny when they do it, too, because you can just tell. You can just see it.
Officials did a good job in the game today. They've kept it under control. They've blown the whistle when they had to. And I think the biggest call of the game was the unsportsmanlike conduct on the bench over there that gave Bethel new life. And the whole game, the complexity of the game changed a little bit when that happened.
It sure did, and led to a score. Of course, then the offsides on the punt.
We'll see if we can get how much time's left in the third. 1st and 10 at 30. Well, you can't say that they haven't had their chances because their defense have kept them in the game, and now here's incomplete. As a team, the players just got their feet tangled up there. No pass interference call, and it shouldn't have been.
No.
1 minute. Thank you, Trevor. Trevor Roof is on top of his game. 1 minute left in the third.
He's got the clock in his phone, I think.
1 minute left here with the score 21-7. Let's see who else we got to call Monday. We got to call Varsity Scoreboards. We got to call Presto. I call them today. They have an emergency number, but I'm not sure they'll have any. They'll toast the flag away. Birchler does. 2nd down and 10. Birchler over the middle and incomplete. Had his man open. That guy that was open was Quentin Moore, but he threw it behind him, Craig, or that's positive yards.
He sure is. Here he is trying to hit the quick slant right here. Not there. So 3rd down, excuse me.
So the 3rd down play here, another big one. Boy, we've had a lot of big 3rd down opportunities for both teams, especially it seems like for Weber International.
Yeah. 3rd down efficiency, I'll be interested to see what that is.
Yep. All right. I have the emergency text number here.
Oh!
Incomplete. Again, they try to go to Moore. If you have issues on game day, the emergency tech support number is 424-477-3786. I got a message that they're probably getting a lot of calls today. And back to punt it away. Maddox. 21-7, under a minute left, and neither team getting a lot done here in this 3rd quarter offensively. Bethel calls for the fair catch, and backtracking at the 30.
Yeah, after that last one, he thought better of it this time.
Jackson Rivera punted. That's another good punter. He's a pretty good punter, Greg. I've been impressed with him today. So now, with under a minute in the 3rd, it's 21-7, and the Cats will have it back. one score here by Bethel would break the game wide open because you just don't see them scoring more than maybe another score or two.
I agree with you. If we can put one on the board right here, pretty well maybe be able to run it out.
And that's no disrespect to them.
Not
Weber.
at all.
Not at all.
Bethel's defense is playing well. Weber's defense is playing well. Bethel's is playing a little bit better right now.
Bethel came in averaging 23 a game, yielding 30. That is Stockton 40, 45 midfield, and they trip him up to the 40-yard line, or Stockton's got 6. And saving the touchdown was one Hicks, the corner.
Go. Off the left side, big block right there by 78, splits the defenders, and if he don't dive, Dave, you're right. It's a horse race to the end zone.
But Hicks has got some wheels about him. He made up some ground too, didn't he? Here's the pass to Pressey. Pressey dancing. He's doing a little dance, but Dancing with the Stars. He's making a debut here. And after all of that, he picks up a yard or two. He ran about 15 yards and picked up a yard or two. That ends your 3rd quarter. Your score 10-3, same as we were at halftime. 21-7 Bethel, and the Cats with the lead and moving the ball. 2nd down and 2 from the Weber 37-yard line. We're back after this. Stay with us.
Whether you're a designer, homeowner, builder, commercial, residential, we're here to help make ideas come to reality. Builder finished products, 10 United Drive in Jackson. Come see us.
Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority. Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
And we welcome you back to Walter Butler Stadium as we begin the 4th quarter play with the Cats of Bethel still winning 21-7 with a football in Weber territory after a big rip-off run by Stockton right there to set the Cats up in good field position.
And the Wildcats office, we said several times, next week they'll take the week off. And then they'll go to Faulkner University in Montgomery, Alabama on the 4th. That's an afternoon game at 1:30 Central Standard Time. Back here at 1:30 on the 11th against Cumberland University. Have a lot of things going on today. That will be Pink Out Day. Also, it'll be Pepsi Mid-America Day. First down and 10 for the Cats. Or 2nd down and 8, excuse me. From the 36, I said 37. It's actually 36. Chance drops. Chance wants to throw. Chance does throw. And that is
he caught it.
What a catch. In traffic. And it's caught by Ethan Bunch. This receiving corps has been spectacular today. And a flag.
I think you're going to get a targeting foul right here.
We'll see the replay. Great pass, Chance. Great catch, Bunch. And on top of that, a flag.
Let's see if we can get the replay right here on this play, after the penalty. Yeah.
Targeting, you're right, Craig.
So they'll automatically go to the booth right here. Here we go. Great read right here by our quarterback.
Yep,
Chance. But, oh, yeah, that's going to be clean. That's going to be a clear targeting. You can give the tackle to number 3 or because I think he's the one that's going to get tagged with the targeting foul.
They're going to look at it again just to double-check, make sure. I think the coaching staff wants to see that. They've called for the challenge, and you see the officials gathering under the tent down there.
But credit to, was that Micah Jones that made that catch?
That was Ethan Bunch.
Ethan Bunch. But credit to him for holding on after getting popped so hard and sandwiched right there by the 2 Weber defenders.
Bunch, a transfer from Northwood University, West Bloomfield, Michigan. The new coaching staff, the new assistants knowing him, the 6'2", 195 senior from Michigan. And we'll take a quick break as they look at it. We'll let you know what they sort out here when we come back. At 30, this is Bethel football.
Hey Jackson, it's game time, and the winning lineup is right here at Chuck Hutton Nissan. Our top players are ready to take the field. Rogue, Sentra, Pathfinder, Altima, and Kicks. Big savings, special incentives, and Nissan's built to win the game. Don't sit on the sidelines. Run to Chuck Hutton Nissan today and make the winning drive home in your new Nissan. Chuck Hutton Nissan, just off I-40, exit 80 or 80B on Van Drive in Jackson, Tennessee.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, fans, don't forget you can subscribe. You can do that a lot better than I can say that, but you can subscribe to Where the Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz. You can watch all sports with Union. You can watch Bethel football and selected basketball games, and you can also watch University School of Jackson, an outstanding school over there. They do a great job. Off McClellan Road. Stan knows the address perfectly. It is Bill Hamilton and Miss Joellen watching over in Jackson today. I hope that Miss Joellen's feeling better. Bill Hamilton, a great friend of ours. And what are we still sorting it out?
Well, the White Cap is talking to Coach Potacci, and I don't think he likes the result he's getting ready to get.
The play in doubt is targeting after the great catch by Bunch.
Oh, you got to see if the young man's – well, there's too many over there.
That was 3 that was called for targeting.
Yep, confirmed.
His mic was working earlier.
So first and goal for Bethel at the 2 or 3?
Between the 2 and 3 yard line. So first and goal there. Stockton probably here, I would think. Stockton. Yes, Stockton.
Met at the line and drove backwards.
He's actually lost a yard or 2. And the big guy that got him was Gooseby. He's a good player. Second leading tackler, 6'3", 230 from Clay High School. The freshman, only a freshman too.
Wow.
I mean, that wasn't even close, was it? I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage. Well, he actually got about the length of a football. Second and goal from there. Cats trying to put it away here early moments of the fourth quarter. Stockton this time breaks the tackle and then very close to getting in, but he does not.
That Weber defense really upped the challenge right now.
Yep. They're not conceding anything, are they? That's a credit to them and their coaching staff. I thought he might get in there as they missed the tackle.
Number 12, Devin Collado, comes in and just holds him up just enough to give time for that hole to close down.
Collado is their 5th leading tackler. Pretty sure-handed for the most part, but let him get away there. But the Cats still do not get in. Third and goal. Ball inside the 2, down near the 1. Chance Play fakes it this time, and he's going to coast in. Touchdown, Cats. Well, that time Chance went right in and scored. They get a flag?
Yep, we got a flag on the play.
Normally that's holding. Right at the goal line.
I'm watching the reaction of the coaches, and there's the hold. Let's see that replay if we got it. Here we go. Pulls it, quarterback keeper. Yep, right there.
Yeah, that is a hold.
Yeah, that's a hold.
Can't grab him around the jersey like that. Chance, I think, knew it too, because as soon as he got in, he went, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, now it remains 3rd and goal, but this time back at about the 11. Well, it gives you more room if you want to pass.
Yeah. As my partner John Davis says, that's just more opportunity for offense.
That's right. 3rd down and goal from the 11. Chance. Double clutches, throws, caught, and knocked out of bounds. Is Pressey near about the 4. I'd make it 5. So it's going to be 4th and goal there.
So decision time for Coach Springer. And he's singing the kicking unit out, Dave.
Yes. And coming out will be Clutch. 1-1 in field goals this year. Not a long one. The holder will be Stafford Roditas. The long snapper is Jalen Johnson. The kicker is Zachary Clutch. Clutch wearing the number of normally a tight end. And he attempts the short field goal, I should say. And that splits the uprights. No doubt about that one. It's good. 24-7 Cats. We're in the 4th quarter, the early minutes. We're back after this. Stay with us on Worthy Road Studios in the BallGame Blitz.
An hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But at Zaxby's, he's dunking all over these fools. Zax sauce, bang. Tongue torch, boom. Hot honey mustard. My man's putting on a clinic.
Welcome to Dunk City.
And one, baby.
Thanks, baby. Dude. Babe, dude.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
We're back. Dave McCulley, Craig Lund, Trevor Ruth with you. In the booth with us, too, our statistician crew, the great and talented Derek Hubble, and even as talented or even more so is Shante Emerson. Scores of interest around the area. Of course, the big one was Memphis beating Arkansas today. Tennessee had no problems with UAB. Well, I knew the Cats were going to win today. We were off. That's the Kentucky Wildcats. Got my tickets to the Gonzaga game in December, Craig. Basketball.
There you go.
Already thinking the round ball here. We're not real bad, but not real good either.
That's a natural thought for a Kentucky fan.
Wish Kentucky would develop their own quarterback. We keep going out every year and getting this new guy in, now we're paying them millions. And it's all about now. There's a little dilemma there because you got a guy that you paid a lot of millions to is not as effective as they thought. And Cutter Boley, the guy that you brought up through your chain, is a little better. So
I hear there's a quarterback out of UCLA looking for a new home.
I hear that too. Boy, that didn't pan out well, did it?
It panned out for our team in orange.
Yeah, I like your Aguilera. I like him. I watched some of the game the other day. Looks like he's really, really good. New quarterback in there, and that's the Wildcat again. Is that Devon Thomas running it this time?
Yep.
And Thomas play fakes it. He's going to run it, and he slices his way up to about the 29. He's going to pick up about 4.
Actually, Dave, that's number 1.
That's number 1. That's
Johnny Lewis. Freshman.
Yeah.
6'4", 175.
Navarre, Florida. Well, trying a little bit of everything they have, and not a lot of it's worked offensively for them. So 2nd down at about 7 after a short pickup of 3. Here's the pass, and it's caught near the 30-yard line. Very well, close to being pass interference as well.
Great diving catch by Terrell Holt for Weber.
Right.
Coverage was pretty good by the Wildcat defense.
All right, it's going to be now. Third down at about, 6. for the Wildcats. Trying to stop him, and Lewis falls to the turf back at the 21. Just lost his footing.
Sure did. Tried to set up and throw that football, and slid right out from under, and the punt unit coming on for Weber. Cats lead this one 24-7 in the fourth quarter. Not sure how much time.
Well, the Wildcats have defensively, I come short of saying total domination, but it's been a dominating performance.
Yeah, been pretty well played by the defense, by the Cats.
And credit their defense. They've kept them in the game for the most part. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and it's 24-7, so you feel real comfortable with Bethel's lead right now, but it hadn't been easy for Bethel either, has it?
It hasn't. I mean, we've hit some big plays right there, the big run by Stockton earlier. Really set up the touchdown, and then a couple of big pass plays, but the defense has really done their job against the Weber offense.
Next week in Bethel Athletics, some things going on. One of the more unusual schedules we've ever had as an SID department, and the fact that we just haven't had a lot of home games in any sport yet. Volleyball is back in action. Wildcats losing a tough one up at Cumberland University, 3-0 the other night. New coach there, Michelle Kuna. Her team 3-4. Soccer women struggling. Men are doing pretty good, 3-0-1. You got some dates coming up with Freed Hardman pretty soon.
Well, that'd be a big one.
Yep. Stockton. Instead of groping, looking for a hole, not much there, but he does get about 4 yards. Make it almost 5 yards to the 29.
Second down and 5. Good hard run.
Lindsey Wilson undefeated in the league thus far. Of course, no league action yet. They're 3-0. Cumberland's Kentucky 2-0. Campbellsville 3-0. They're all being ranked, by the way. Campbellsville is number 16 in the country. Lindsey number 10. Georgetown number 6. Georgetown was getting beat last I saw today by Thomas University.
Wow.
Catch. And this kid has been amazing today. And
Golly,
still
Bill.
on his feet inside the 35 and running in near the 30-yard line. On the slant-in pattern is Micah Jones. He's one of the stars of this game.
I'm going to tell you what.
Hold though. Bring it back to the house.
Hit him on the slant for naught.
Beautiful throw and a great catch. He was wide open too, wasn't he?
He was.
Even the DBs now, they played so many downs here, so many snaps, this defense for Weber. You have to wonder how much gas is left in those legs, you know?
Right. Well, we talked about in pregame about how they wore down last week, kept the possession against Fort Lauderdale, and it wore out their defense. Now the Cats are kind of doing the same thing to them this week.
Both line, the offensive line for Bethel and the defensive line for Weber, as they went back down the field, they were, if you wanted to use the word, they were meandering their way back to the position. 9:47 at the game. Thank you, Trevor, left in this game. Bethel leading 24-7, so that's negated. Call back. And dropping the football and now picking it up for Bethel, saving the day. Is that Ryan Kirk? Ryan Kirk, 5'10", 200-pound running back from Decatur, Alabama, Decatur High School. He saved the day because Chance just dropped the football.
He sure did. So third down and 20?
Third and 20, yeah, back to the inside near the 15-yard line.
19,
actually 19. They got to get to the 34, don't they? Well, cooler weather around the corner. Hopefully when we come back home on October the 11th, it'll be cooler. It would be refreshing, wouldn't it, Craig?
That'll be the week I'm gone, Dave.
That's right. You are gone that week.
So, Trevor Roof.
Trevor's got it that week. I got my weeks mixed up. Chance play fakes, throws out here to Pressey. Pressey trying to make a miss. Scoots his way to about the 20, knocked out of bounds at about the 21 or 22-yard line. Pressey, one of the receivers, has been impressive here today.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. Thank you very much. It's Pressey, not Presley. Here's Logan Miller to stand back near.
26, I think, on a tackle.
Yep.
31 on tackle. Jones. Rogers.
Well, fourth and about 13, so Miller to punt it away from. He'll get it away from about his own 10, I would think. So he steps into it. Good snap. And Miller, oh my, what a nice punt.
Nice punt.
It's great punt.
Nice Bethel roll.
Great punt. It makes another big hop, and now it's filling down about the 20, 25-yard line and pull down. Great tackle. Great tackle in the special teams by Jacob Bowles.
Adamsville product?
Yep.
Dangerous
great punt.
Yeah, great punt. Dangerous return right here by Weber, though. I really thought he was going to let it roll, but he got that last hop when he squared his body up right there.
His punt was longest of the year. It had been 51 coming in. That got down to the 20, didn't it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to backtrack here. That's a 60-yard punt, 60-yard plus punt, wasn't it? With line of scrimmage back to down to the 20. Now they pull him down to about the 27. 1st and 10 there. Birchler's back in the game at quarterback. Birchler looks left, throws left, underneath. Bethel's got coverage there and scoots him out of bounds at about the 33-yard line, about 34.
Just a little swing out pass here to the receiver on the side. I wonder if the quarterback they put in there before was just an experiment or maybe Birchler was hurt.
I don't know.
Getting some attention maybe.
That's maybe just trying to change the vibes a little bit.
Yeah.
They tried the Wildcat with a couple people. That didn't work. Low snap, but Birchler picks it up, and he's not going anywhere.
Bethel's 26. Caelan Justice in there on the tackle.
So Justice prevails at the 33-yard line.
Feel free, folks, to write down these McCulley punnies because they're funny.
4,000 comedians in the area starving, and I'm trying to be one. 3rd down and about 6, Craig. Birchler drops. Birchler throws. No, he doesn't throw. He pulls it down. He's going to run it.
Hold.
They've got people coming at him, and it's incomplete.
Yeah.
Good pressure that time by Jordan Jackson. Northeast Mississippi Community College transfer. Boy, they've had some great players down there.
I mean, when you see the backside of a jersey come from the shoulder pads, it's a pretty good indication that's a hold.
No doubt about it.
But we'll take it since they're going to punt it away anyway.
And here's out to punt it again. He's done a really good job today. Jackson Rivera, senior from Valdosta State University transfer.
Valdosta State. They used to sling it around a little bit.
Oh, man, listen. Hal Mummy was down there one time, remember? Hal at Kentucky and Valdosta. They're going to throw it, and they do a great job. Wide open, 50. And up to about the 50-yard line for the first down, but we've got flags all over the place.
Yeah, I feel an ejection coming, maybe.
Kendall Jackson lost his helmet.
Oh, they're looking both sides.
The punter threw it that time to one.
It's number 30, I
Matthew
think.
O'Donnell, tight end. He's a freshman. He caught it, and then we had some problems up the field. That time on the play trying to block was Kendall Johnson. He lost his helmet. He was pointing at the Bethel player.
If we got the replay, I'd like to see that again. I don't know if we've saved it or not. May not have.
They're talking over.
Yeah, I bet we didn't. That's okay.
David Reynolds, a white hat from Atlanta.
Oh, here it is.
Official crew scattered all over the country. Here, let's watch it again, and you make your determination.
Here we go. Here's a fake. Nice little play right here.
Yep.
Then down here, they were just blocking downfield, and one of them took exception to the other one, so had a little fisticuff maybe.
You would first speculate maybe a block in the back.
Yeah.
And then the helmet came off. And pass interference, we're right on that one. Personal foul on Bethel. So
the official's favorite call to get out of a jam.
Yep. They call illegal block on Weber, and they call personal foul on Bethel, so that after all that's negated. Would you try another fake punt?
You can't now, I don't think.
No, I wouldn't think so.
You used your trick today.
Yeah, 24-7. It was a really well-designed play, though.
It was.
You know, and he's going to get the first down. Your instinct is to get down and block, but a real ill-advised decision by. So at the 33-yard line, was that 4th down? 6 minutes left. That was 4th down. So after all that, well,
now they're going to run it. They got to re-kick it or go for it, right?
Yeah, they're going for it. They bring Birchler back out. Yeah.
I mean, at this point, they got no choice.
4th and 5. 6 minutes left. Trevor tells us. 6:48.
Down 17. They got to go for it.
I know the air conditioner in my car going back to Jackson is going to really feel good. It's going to be on wide high. So they go for it. Birchler looks, throws it out here in the flat. It's caught.
And
it's going to be another first down now. Another flag coming in.
Be a hold.
That's going to be caught by Devon Thomas.
They're saying it's against Bethel. I bet we pulled his helmet off. We're going to be unsportsmanlike against us.
54 lost his helmet that time. That was Henry Benito. And 17 lost his helmet. Yes, on Bethel. It's going to be a personal foul. They'll add that after the play.
So that'll put.
Well, after a fairly cleanly played first half, this has got a little chippy at times, and it's got really sort of both teams making a lot of mistakes.
Yep. Puts Weber in great field position.
Sure does.
Two-score game right here. Three-score game.
And the ball down to the 36. With advice Chris down at Weber, we've had some stat issues, so it's going to be a little late getting those stats to you, Chris. I apologize. I really, really do. We're trying to work on those with Presto. Everything going great. Scoreboard goes out, stats go out. My goodness. Oh, it happens. Here's the play and incomplete.
Yeah. Overshot him right there.
Yep.
Looking for the out route deep.
Intended receiver was Jahari White Treasure.
6:48 to go in the fourth.
Had a guy deep and had a guy shorter than that, and he missed him. Second down and 10 for the Bethel 36. Bethel leads the game 24-7, 21-7 at the break. Birchler throws. Incomplete. Great block or great break up that time by Malik Brown.
Yeah, good job right there. Thought we got away with maybe a little bit of an extra push here at the end.
I thought so too, to be honest with you.
Yeah, right there.
But pretty good officiating, not letting it, just letting it go slide by the door. Well, I'll say one thing. Most of the folks that drove here today that didn't pay to get in, they stayed with us.
They have.
Sunbaked, to say the least.
If you're listening, throw your hand up and wave.
Yeah. Here is third down now. Birchler stays in the pocket, finds the receiver over the middle, and is caught by Quentin Moore, who's been pretty active offensively, but he's short of the first down. It's going to be fourth down now.
Well, obviously going for it.
We've seen some good clean hits in this game. I mean, some vicious clean hits. That was one of them. 4th and 6. As we're under 6 minutes left in the game, Bethel leads 24-7. If they have any hopes or aspirations at all, they've got to convert here, they being Weber. They put a man in motion. Float him downfield. Birchler looks, throws, incomplete. They won the pass interference, but that's not that hit came after the ball went by him, and that's a great defensive play by one, Darian Lewis.
Wow. Yeah, and Coach Eric over there for Weber, I'm just going to say Coach Eric, his first name, makes it a whole lot easier. He's looking for that pass interference call too, Dave.
Yeah, he's got his hat off.
Yeah.
He's not happy. Well, the 13-hour bus ride back to Florida is going to be even longer for the kids over there. We wish them safe travels getting back home. 5:32 left.
I wonder what route they took. I guess up through Nashville.
Well, they stayed in Jackson, so I don't know if they came up and came across Mississippi and Alabama or came to Nashville. Just come on into Jackson. They did stay in Jackson, though, no. Stay at the Doubletree. We'll give them a little plug. Here's the running attack by Ryan Kirk, just a junior from Decatur. Normally when the teams from Kentucky come down, they come down the Parkway and come to the Paris area.
Right.
People south coming to the Jackson area for the most part. Chance throws. And that time just flat missed Micah Jones.
You can see them talking to each other. He pointed one way, quarterback pointed the other. Just miscommunication on the
he
route.
Thought he was going to come back.
Yep.
And Jones was on the down and out. Bethel football on Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz. Be sure and subscribe to Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel. They have everything archived. You can go back and even watch Bethel games of years past. Stockton, or is that Kirk again? That's Kirk.
Kirk.
As he was able to duck his head and scoot his way upfield to about the 47 or 8. Starters still out there for both teams, offensively and defensively.
I'm guessing Stockton's day's done for the Wildcats.
I would think so. You're leading 24-7.
Yeah.
Kaysen, remember, went out, didn't think he was going to get it, but he did and ran off on his own accord.
I see him down there on the sideline with his helmet off, so he's up moving around.
Ben Bitterlinger down there. He's earned his money tonight or today with that camera on the field. I see him down about the 25-yard line. 3rd down and 5. Chance gives it to Kirk. Kirk, nothing there.
Yeah.
Pretty conservative call, but you're leading the game 24-7. You're approaching the 5-minute mark, and you'll just punt the ball here and say, okay, our defense has been great, and you put them back out there on the field to close this game out.
Yeah, that play was just to keep that clock rolling. Is all that was right there.
Yep. Stockton, 17 carries, 71. Thank you. Presley, how much time is left, I said?
350.
Presley, 10 receptions and 74 yards. And a touchdown on top of that. I told Kerry he's probably going to be the photo op that we use on our graphic. 4th down. And Bethel will punt it. Logan Miller will sidestep and just pooch it right up in the air.
Yep.
It's going to hurt his average, but that's probably the thing to do there. And now, boy, he fielded the ball down there. I wish he'd let it bounce a little bit.
You got to let that hit and see where it's going to go.
It's Tatum Oliver.
Dresden product. I'm going to tell you what. In high school, that young man was a football player.
Who won the Dresden game last night? They played.
Dresden rolled.
I knew they were favored in the game.
I can't remember, but I know the score was huge.
I'm sure Milan won again last night.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Played Gibson County. What's the final?
40-something,
yeah.
47-7, something like that.
Well, I'm not being disrespectful to Gibson County. I called their games for years with Peabody as well, but that would be a classic case of calling off the dogs.
Yeah.
I know that Gibson County had 7 starters not playing last night. They started 3 freshmen on both sides of the ball.
Wow.
I credit those kids still going out there practicing, though, and playing. The catch is by Tobias Semper.
And you're going against a juggernaut in Milan.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people think Milan's got another chance to make it to the final game. They made it there last year.
I firmly believe you're going to see a rematch between Huntington and Milan in the playoffs.
You know the coach at both places, don't you?
Milan,
you work. I mean, at Milan, you worked with Coach for a long time. Is he still chewing tobacco?
Oh.
Is the world still spinning?
Yeah.
Ball thrown out of bounds this time. I went to a Diamond Jacks game one night. Drew Hayes was playing for the Florida team, and there was this big brown spot in the stands. I said, "What is that?" And I said, "Well, he didn't bring anything to spit in. That's Coach spitting." Oh my goodness, he's a legend, though.
He is. He is a staple in West Tennessee, state of Tennessee football.
Yeah, no doubt. New quarterback in there, back from a few series ago, and running out of there with it will be Johnny Rose Jr.
Read and
catch
and catch.
Did a good job. Yep, sure did.
Did you see that snap by chance?
I didn't see it.
It was an end-over-end snap. Watch this. Watch.
Okay, here it is. It is. You don't see like a knuckleball going back there. Good eyes, Craig. I didn't see that.
I think we got a timeout. We do.
How do you do that? Timeout on the field. We're late in the game. Bethel leading 24-7. This is Bethel football on Worthy Road Studios in the BallGame Blitz.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitzcapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitzcapes, let's build something beautiful.
.245 left here in the game. Craig Lund, Dave McCulley, Trevor Roof, Derek Hubble, Shante Emerson all in the booth with you. As the afternoon grows into the 4 o'clock hour, 4:04 here left. If we were doing radio, we'd have to give you the ID, but we'll do that anyway with Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz. First and 10 at the midfield stripe. After that run by Lewis a moment ago. Lewis drops. Lewis wants to throw. Lewis running for his life now here right at us. He's got 4 guys after him and throws it incomplete.
Boy, he was running for his life.
He's a good-looking athlete, though,
is.
Lewis is, isn't he? He's Johnny Lewis Jr., quarterback, 6'4", 175 from Navarre, freshman. He'll probably see some playing time down the road.
He will. Got a big frame, long and lanky, can really put some leverage behind that football, but when he throws it.
Although Birchler's just a junior. Second down and 10, midfield stripe. The band here, the cheerleaders, everybody enjoying the atmosphere in the game. Hear him downstairs. Lewis looking, throwing, incomplete. Had 2 guys in the area, and he tried to, and the end result was he tried to hit Elder, but it went awry.
I understand now why in high school they've put the umpire in behind back there with the white cap, because I've watched 3 holes not called.
Yeah. You know, there was a lot of speculation in high school when they put the referee back there that we'd have more penalties. That, you know, you'd see more and they'd call it. We didn't have a lot of flags the other night in the Harding TCA game. Thank goodness, or I'd still be there. Third down and 10 from midfield. Lewis comes out of the pocket. Rush to the 45, trying to get here to the near side, and a great open field tackle. That's why Darian Lewis has a chance to be one of the linebackers of the conference right there.
No doubt. But right there, Lewis showing his legs a little bit. He really took off with it, had a good run.
Lewis is a player, isn't he? I'm telling you.
He is. Look at him. Steps in, but
Lewis. He covers some ground there, too, against the guy
did.
quick. Going to go for it. Well, it's actually third down. Weber trying to keep things alive here. 1:17 all that remains. Lewis running, throwing, and just floats that thing. That thing is caught over there in the tent by someone, and the kids loving that.
Yeah.
Or they dropped it, and they're loving it.
So Bethel take over on downs.
That was fourth down. Yeah, the marker was wrong, but that was fourth down, yep. So that's going to, game's probably been over for a little bit anyway, but that's going to put the final nail in the coffin there. 53 seconds left.
Every coach's favorite formation.
We'll talk to Coach Springer when this thing is over. We'll try to come up with some stats for you. And I think we had those on our computer here. Let me go back and look that up, Craig.
Here we go.
There it is. Yep.
Well, the Cats are out there in a full formation with 53 seconds to
go.
go.
Yeah, victory. Now they didn't go in the victory,
I thought they would go in the victory.
Yeah.
Maybe one play, one run.
Give it to Stockton. Not much. And you don't need much at this point in time. You just want to get the game over and not get anyone hurt.
Now Chance is calling, I think, for the victory formation.
Yeah, you got to do it for it now. Yep, no doubt about that. Trying to get to Presto, is that what you're getting to? Yeah. Okay. Back to just the site. I'll get you back there. Okay, there you go.
Cats going to the victory formation. This should be the final play of the ball game. Cats going to win this one 24-7 to get their first win of the season to go 1-2 on this young football year.
And it'll be a game that Chris Springer will always remember the rest of his life. His first year as head coach, and the Cats win it 24-7. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll be back. Post-game activities, stats. Hopefully we can get those together for you. And Coach Springer to join us. This is Bethel Football on Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz.
Whether you're a designer, homeowner, builder, commercial, residential, we're here to help make ideas come to reality. Builder finished products, 10 United Drive in Jackson. Come see us.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Jeremy Little, Shelter Insurance, 189 West University Parkway, Suite A, Jackson. Snyder Equipment, 1311 Lower Brownsville Road, Exit 74 on I-40.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
Report out the stats here, and we'll get those to you in a few minutes. Coach Springer's to join us. Craig, your thoughts about the Bethel win today, the first in the Springer era, as they win this thing in the happy final 24-7.
Well, anytime you could come home and get your first victory at your home field for a first-year head coach is monumental for the rest of your season. But I think the defense played exceptionally well today. Offense finally got into their rhythm, finally got clicking, was able to take advantage of some miscues by Weber. And, again, defense just lights out today. Didn't give up a whole lot to give up the big play, was able to hold the offense of Weber in check. Cats get the big 24-7 victory. Pretty well played football game today. And opportunities came their way, and they took advantage of that, especially the one where Weber got the unsportsmanlike call and then went on to score on that drive, and that sort of changed the whole thing. The game was really still tight, 21-7 at the break, but both teams just sort of going back and slugging it out there in the second half, and both defenses winning out. You've got some stats. I got a few stats I see here. Let's see. Passing, Dustin Chance for Bethel, 21 completions on 26 attempts, 198 yards. His long was 31. 2 TDs, 1 interception. Rushing, Jarvis Stockton, 18 carries for 75 yards, averaging 4.2. His long, 32. Jordan Case, 8 attempts, 46 yards, 5.8 yards a carry. 1 TD, his long was 20. Ryan Kirk, 4 carries for 11, 2.8. His long, 11. Receiving, Jaden Pressey, 10 receptions for 74 yards, 2 TDs, and his long of 20. Pressey had an outstanding day. Ethan Bunch, 4 of 54, 13.5, his long of 31. Ray Harvey, 3 of 49, 16.3, long of 20. Micah Jones, 3 of 26.7, long of 5 or 15. Let's see. Kickoff. Where's my defense at? Here we go. Defensively, Brylan Jordan, 4 tackles, 2 assists. Darian Lewis, 5 and 1. Darrell Miller, 3 and 1. Brandon Hall, 4 tackles, 1 sack. Jose Joyner, 3 tackles. Malik Brown, 2 tackles, 1 assist. TJ Hart, 1 and 2. Tatum Oliver, 2 tackles. And then Tyson Hornbuckle, 1 assist, and with a plethora of other 1 tackles apiece. So the Wildcat defense did a great job today as they shut down the Weber offense, win this one 24-7.
We'll take another break, a 2-minute break. We'll come back, hopefully talk to Coach Springer here in a few minutes. The Cats win it 24-7. Back after this.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Jeremy Little, Shelter Insurance, 189 West University Parkway, Suite A, Jackson. Snyder Equipment, 1311 Lower Brownsville Road, Exit 74 on I-40.
Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority, Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
12 years and zero worries. That's what you get with McCoy's Heating and Air's limited time 12-year warranty offer. We're so confident in our Daikin systems, we're giving you 12 full years of parts and labor coverage absolutely free until September 30th. McCoy's Heating and Air, where quality meets confidence. Call today for your free proposal.
Let me tell you about the American dream. In 1974, I had $425 to my name. I bought 21 carpet remnants, rented an old lumber shed, and opened Deaton's Rug Barn on East College. I worked long hours with hope of taking care of my family. I'm so thankful to Jesus who changed my life. He gave me a dream. So in 1985, we opened Deaton's Carpet One on the 45 bypass with a commitment to customer satisfaction. My friends, don't give up on your dream because your dream can come true.
Beauty House Social. Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
Hey Jackson, it's game time, and the winning lineup is right here at Chuck Hutton Nissan. Our top players are ready to take the field. Rogue, Sentra, Pathfinder, Altima, and Kicks. Big savings, special incentives, and Nissan's built to win the game. Don't sit on the sidelines. Run to Chuck Hutton Nissan today and make the winning drive home in your new Nissan. Chuck Hutton Nissan, just off I-40, exit 80 or 80B on Van Drive in Jackson, Tennessee.
Does Shelter Insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
What's going on, son?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, you can count on Shelter's local agents to help you protect what matters most.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
This is how we Friday night.
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 Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Welcome back, everybody. It's going to wrap it up for us. Craig Lund, some final thoughts as we know Chris Springer. Coach Springer's down there talking to some families, and we'll talk to him the next game. But your thoughts about this one?
Just a great defensive stand by the Wildcat defense. Offense did enough to get it done today and finally hit those big plays. I thought our running backs played very well. Our quarterback threw the ball, made some good decisions very well. Just a big win to open up the homestand here for the Bethel Wildcats, win 24-7.
24-7, the Cats lead 7-0 after a 32-yard drive, 5:01 to the first. 6-yard chance to Pressey pass, clutch to PAT. Then at the 12:09 mark, a 2-yard run, Mathis goes in, the PAT by clutch again. Well, actually, it was Mathis scoring for them, tying the game at 7-7. And then it was a 5-yard run by Kaysen, made it 13-7. Clutch, the PAT made it 14-7. The Cats put another score on the board in the first half, 21-7. And then in the second half, only one score the entire second half by one team, and that was Bethel, a field goal by Clutch, 24-yarder. And that's your happy final, 24-7. My special thanks to Paul Schultze, also to Ben Bitterly, and the very talented Christopher Reasons. They always do a great job with Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz. Be sure and subscribe to them. You'll watch Union Sports, Bethel Sports, and USJ Sports as well. For Derek Hubble, Shantae Emerson, and the entire group, Craig Lundy of the gang, for the entire SID group, I'm Diamond Dave McCulley from Bethel. Your happy final, 24-7 Cats. We'll be back with you in about 3 weeks when we're back home here against Cumberland University. Until then, so long, everybody.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the over 5,500 subscribers watching local sports, Union University, Bethel College, and USJ. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.